somebody was severely confused, this is the channel I should be on, okay? So anyways, I'm back here on the channel. It's not the other channel. This is the correct one. Okay, so let me wash my hands again because I've been fooling with my hair. Okay, so I'm gonna be on here every single week. Okay. Hey Chris, thank you for moderating. Well, we got threw off a little bit. Somebody was confused and said that it was the other channel, the one with the little doll on it. You know, both of them have a doll, so they may have thought that this one is a little doll, but you know, when you think about them, both of them are dolls. You know, so I'm on the correct one. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit because I added treat on both channels. Y'all already know it was on one channel, so I got it on this channel too. Can y'all hear me well? Because I got this old-fashioned fan turning so I can keep cool. I can turn it off if you can't hear me. Come on, y'all, get these thumbs up. Is it a little bit too loud for you? Thank you so much. Our moderator said hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the website www.motherwiztree.com. Thank you so much, Chris. Hello, Golden Amethyst. How are you? Hey, Aziza. Aziza, where you been? Hey, Empress Yaya. You doing okay? Okay, so I'm here. I'm so excited to be here with you all. Okay. Is it noisy? Is the fan noisy? Is it noisy? Okay, good. Thank you. Empress says she can hear me. Okay, because it's hot as all get out. It was 88 degrees in this joint because Mama comes down here like once a week. Mama got to get down here more often. Mama be missing all these readings. People be calling, I want my reading here. But by it being an hour to get here and gas prices being up, I have to weigh, you know, the cost of gas to get here. You know what I'm saying? And so I find out that it is more reasonable for me to just do it over the phone. And most readers do all of their readings over the phone, but I can make exceptions if the price is right, you know. So you have to pardon it. I mean, it's just something that has to be done because I'm telling y'all, man, times are woo-wee. That's all I got to say. Now, okay, so know that it's going to be about hoodoo on this channel when you're coming here. Okay, that's what it's going to be about. I'm looking for some knives. One knife seems to be missing in action. That's all right. I'll just get some more. Because the utensil bandits, you understand? They be getting it. They be getting these knives, forks, anything to eat with. I call them the utensil bandits. So anyways, I know y'all looking at this apple. And you're wondering, what is she going to do with this apple? I'm going to do what great granny and granddad and them used to do, okay? This is something that I learned, and I want to show it to you all. I want to teach it to you all, okay? So, and y'all don't worry about that. I'm gonna finish that off one day, okay? Then I got to get the little shelf's hood right there, and get my background together. You know how that is. I want it to be together. I got some dreams that I'm trying to manifest. I want to add on. You know, with this economy, nothing is certain. I want to add on to my house, not this one, to my house. I want to add on a greenhouse. These are just dreams, you know. I want to add on, I want to make my kitchen like a chef's kitchen. I want it to be larger, so that means an addition has to be added to the house, and then I want a bigger room with a bath, so I'll have a place to wash my you know, to have water to wash something when I'm creating my arts and stuff, because I like to do clay and sculpt, and y'all know I like to make dolls and the jewelry. I just want me a big, huge hobby room. You know what I'm saying? With a day bed, so when I'm sleeping, I can just crash right there at the day bed. So these are some of the dreams that I want, and I want an electric car. Santa. I'm already making out my grocery. Not my grocery list, but my Christmas list already. So this is like some of the things I've been daydreaming about. Okay, so let's get into it. So in the day, like I told y'all, they were canning everything, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of different stuff. We're gonna be working with the herbs. I don't want to spill the beans because you got other people. When you get to talking about what you gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Then they start doing it, you know. So I want to make sure, you understand, everybody ain't doing what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So. I'm just doing the cutting. Okay, y'all, stop 1 minute. I got to do something real quick, and then I'm gonna come back on this live stream. Don't y'all go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I gotta check something out. Okay, I'm not getting off to a good start. I mean, all these interruptions. I looked, and it was, I couldn't concentrate because it was telling me that there was motion at my front door. So I'm like, let me see what is going on. The reason why there's motion at my front door, because nobody should be at my front door. So anyways, I looked at a live view of it, which now I'm going to have me a second device. So I can have me 2 devices, and I can be looking and see what's going on live there. But you know, sometimes, you know, spirits and stuff be traveling and coming through there and everything and tripping off the motion detector and stuff. So I wasn't going to be able to do no video thinking about who. I just want to see who you is. Who is in front of my shit. Stay the fuck away from the front of my house. Why people be coming around folks' house? Because I don't know nobody around there. You can even get these in resin. You can get them custom made in resin, have like picture of your family or something put on them or whatever. They are very creative. Any kind of imagery that you want on your cutting board. Maybe you may want to put Papa Legba on here, or Shango, or Oya, or Ochung, or what have you. There are people on Etsy that are doing this. So, in the day, they had to have like a butcher block. Butcher blocks is what they used to call them back in the day. Had a butcher block table or butcher block, just a block. But we got what you call cutting boards, so where you cut your veggies and all that good stuff up here. And I'm gonna need to bring my I have a very expensive shit, and the motherfucker in front of my house might be looking at it, looking at the video and saying, let me go in there and get that. But I have a very expensive food processor. I forgot the name of the company. Very, very known company. And I'm going to have that because I'm going to need that for some of our veggies and stuff that we're going to try to can or what have you. Don't worry about it if you haven't grown any kind of food or anything in your yard. You was unsuccessful. This is when, and if you want to start backing up your food pantries and stuff like that for the unexpected, then you can buy what you need out of the grocery store. You can get the veggies and at the grocery store, and then you can can those. Remember I told y'all canning means, oh man, I left my jars at the house. 2 cases of these at the house. They're on sale. I got them for no more than $9. I was shocked to get them so cheap, you know, but you want to get as many of these as you possibly can, because like people preparing for the food shortage are just getting canned goods. Canned goods get glass. Get yourself some glass. This, and they got some larger size. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lifesaver, because when the food runs out, you can't can nothing, because you got nothing but aluminum cans. That ain't going to do you no good. Okay, so I want to show y'all this too. So what is this? These are jars. I know they look a little dim, but they've been washed. Even in the dishwasher, they just got a dim fuzzy look because I got them closed up and there's still a little bit of steam inside of them. When y'all get these juices from these companies, like I always get this juice. I forgot the name of the juice because I took the label off of it. And it holds juice for a very long time, all the way up to 2024 if you want to do some juicing. Get this right here. They have to be sterilized, okay? You sterilize them for certain things, okay? You don't have to sterilize for everything. Now, some people may say, well, you got to sterilize for everything. So if you're going to be canning veggies, especially meat, so you won't get sick, the ptomaine poisoning, you want to get one of those baths, and it's like this tall canister type can, you know, that you put your jars and stuff. You put that down inside of it, and you let it boil so it can kill. Because you got to put it in there first. You got to put it in there empty first, okay? And then you're going to dip again, give it another bath once you get your veggies in there, and you want that seal. This seal got to go in. See, there's a seal there now, popped out. That's letting us know that there is air in it now, and it has already dispensed itself. Now, when that's flat, that means that the air is out of it, and your food is probably sealed. But once you, like it go like that, and oxygen get in it, then it's no longer good. You can't just leave it out. You got to put it in the refrigerator and eat it up fast. You know what I'm saying? So hold on to these. Like I said, these will be real good for all of your juices and stuff, and you would have to do the same procedure with this in that bath, just like you would this. No different. Because you want to make sure your family don't get sick. Ptomaine poisoning and botulism will kill you. If you don't know what it is, y'all look that up. Honeys, a lot of honeys and stuff have a botulism in it, and that's why most people say don't give an infant honey, because they don't have an immune system to protect them from botulism. Okay, and here's another jar that I got. This is another juicing company. I think it's cute. So when I get through with all my juicing bottles, I have started to keep them, because here in the temple I'm going to have an area in here where I will be putting up all my cannings. I don't see a place quite yet that I can put it. Maybe in the laundry room or something like that. There's a little narrow place. Let me let y'all look at it. A very narrow looking place right up against that brick right there that I could probably put it on. I may just do it right there. But anyway, so y'all can see my cutting board good. This is perfect. Okay, so yeah, this is a company called, so anyhow, it kind of looks a little dusty there. Yeah, they've been washing everything, but I'm going to rinse them again, you know, to be on the safe side for our project, okay? I see everybody witching in the kitchen, but I don't see nobody canning, okay? So once I see you canning, I know we're doing stuff. Yes, okay. So anyways, I'm going to, what I'm making now is medicine. This is medicine. This is the old-fashioned hoodoo medicine that you all go to the store and buy. You don't need to be buying it. Make your own. Turn that right here like that. So here we go. This is the first bottle I'm going to use. Like I said, it's been washed in the dishwasher, but I'm just going to give it a good rinsing. And if you want to really make sure, like I said, y'all come and follow me now. I'm going to need y'all to come out, because we're going to be doing lots and lots and lots and lots of projects, okay? We're going to come in here. I'm going to sit in here and do dolls too. So since I can't do the temple like I used to, because, you know, like I said, you know, time is of the essence and gas is getting high. So I'm going to be coming up in here. I done turned down 4 visits here. I had to, because I just I couldn't do it, y'all. I was not able. Let me, Woo! This is the water I will be using. I want to surprise y'all, so I'm not ready to tell y'all what I'm doing yet. Let me wash this one. Here's another one. So I'm only doing 2. I got quite a few of them, but I'm only gonna do 2 of these. So I'm just giving it a good shake down with some hot water. My mom want to make sure she don't get the bottle with it. Hello? Because this got to sit up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like Granny never get to laugh. Okay? I remember when I was young, I wanted to laugh like Granny now, but it didn't come out right. I finally realized you got to get older in order to laugh like Granny now. You got to go through something to laugh like Granny laugh. Granny had been through something. You understand? So anyways, I got my jar here. And y'all already saw me rinse the apple. I'm going to rinse it off again. Some people like to soak their fruits and vegetables in a solution of vinegar. And this is what we're going to today. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So this would be my very first attempt to do so. Like I said, this is a study. Okay. This is a Hoodoo kitchen study, okay? So I have my knife here, and I'm going to keep rinsing here, even though I've done it, so you all can see that we're going to do this, okay? So I'm going to cut this apple. Okay, this is a Fuji apple. And we got to do better than this with this knife. So you got your seeds inside of here. These seeds are really, 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 really good to have. And I'm going to eat one. I'm going to chew it because you're supposed to eat the seeds at your apple. Okay? I don't throw my apple seeds away. I eat them. Now, if y'all see me kill over right here on the set, you know, I'm at the Temple of the Crossroads in Selma, Alabama. Go ahead on call the fire department. Because you never know what by everything being geo-engineered. You don't know what they put in there because they don't want you to get the seeds and eat them because they know how beneficial they are to you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the inside of the pod out. Okay? I cut the core where the seeds at. You're not to eat no more than 1 whole apple full of seeds. I got the hull. Oh, ain't good. I mean, you can swallow the hull. Okay. So I had to put my hull. I had to take my hull out of my mouth. Now, I ain't gonna be able to swallow the hull, but I just want to put some what's in the inside of it. Okay, and just like watermelon, if you eat a slice of watermelon, go ahead and eat the seeds out the watermelon because they got healing properties, and as I've taught you all throughout the years, seeds are information. You're receiving information from the gods. You're receiving the messages from this. Even though nothing is truly organic, this is better than eating foods that you kill, dead foods. You know what I'm saying? So definitely you want to consume the information from the actual fruit. Okay, so I've gotten all the core out. Yes, I've gotten the core out, and I know you all probably don't know yet what I'm doing. What I'm doing is making apple cider vinegar. I'm making apple cider vinegar, and like I said, I don't have a set recipe. My daughter was like, Mama, you just don't have any type of concept or method when you're cooking. I said, baby, I don't need one. I cook to my taste. You see that? So they think that, you know, you have to have a recipe for everything. Granny them was measuring stuff off the top of their head. They didn't have to have all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how young people are. You really can't tell them nothing. They ain't talking about all y'all, you know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about everybody that's young. Some young people are gonna listen. So I got all of them cut up. So when I cut them up like this in little slices like that, I come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. So they got to fit in this bottom. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come again and I'm gonna cut that right there in half, like that, cause I gotta get them in the bottom. So all of them they will get cut like that, cut like this, cut like that, cut like this, cut like this. Okay, here we go. And if you want to, you can rinse them off again so you can get them tossed off into this right here. You know what I'm saying? So now what I have my water here. My water is just regular crystal geyser, natural alpine water. If you want to use a different kind of water, well water, faucet water, which I don't do faucet water too much. Spring water, you understand? Which kind of water? Distilled water is totally up to you. Okay? So here we go. So we're gonna put that in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and have a top off of it. Okay. I'm doing a video. Okay, so I want to go ahead on, and this is for y'all, because if y'all want on camera, I feel like I can just drop it on there now. But you know, people have something to say. I'm going to drop my apples in here. Y'all better learn how to do this stuff. Learn how to make your own medicines, because I'm telling you, y'all, things changing so bad. You can't go to the store and get you no apple cider vinegar, but you might be able to grow your apple tree, and that's hard too. And have you plenty of apples to make your cider. You can make, well, apple cider vinegar, but you can make cider too, like a cider juice with your own apples. Okay? Boop, boop, boop. And here we go. Boop. Now this is going to be a very simple one. If you want to make something very elaborate, say for instance you got high blood pressure, you got high cholesterol, you got, now some people say they should go up even higher when they fooling with vinegar, because it's a very sugary type thing. But for some people it brings their blood sugar down. So if you're a person and you got high blood sugar, like I said, if you got high blood pressure, you can jazz this up with more properties. If you want to put like garlic, cut you up some cloves of garlic, and I might do that one day, cut you up some cloves of garlic. I wouldn't do no more than like 2 cloves diced real, just a clove, not the entire garlic. Dice it up real fine and put 2 of them in here. Eating garlic every day will kill a lot of issues that you have. Okay, my son was having trouble with, you know, like eczema type rashes and stuff on his neck and on his face. Lots of dandruff, flaking dandruff. He eats garlic every day, gone. Garlic don't, fungus don't like garlic. If it was a fungal rash, viral rash, or whatever type of rash it was, it could not take it. It was like, bye-bye, because garlic gets in your skin and gets into your bloodstream. And even though some people say garlic is not good for your health, you know what I'm saying? Even though they say that, you understand what I'm saying? It don't hurt to try, because cigarettes bad for your health too. I can see people smoking on cigarettes talking about some garlic ain't good for you. Yeah, garlic ain't good for you. You understand? I'm drinking that liquor out of the ABC store, Alabama State store. I don't know what y'all call y'all's or whatever, because the liquor that you buy out of the state store is not good for your health. And get ready, because I'm going to get a distillery. I know some people going to go out there, whatever I do, they run and try to beat me to it. But I'm going to go and purchase me a distillery, so that, because that's medicine. Moonshine whiskey is medicine. You're not going to be getting no viruses if you're drinking moonshine. And I told y'all about the situation I had. I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. Story time, a little bit of everything. I remember 2018. I had a sore throat. I didn't know what that sore throat was. Okay? I had somebody that was around me that had sore throat too, and they were sneezing. I had them in my car, and they were sneezing. Matter of fact, it was a client, okay? And I should have known something was wrong because they looked really, really sweet. Like their clothes were like drenched, wet, and they didn't look well. And so I said, oh, let me let my windows down because I don't want to get sick. Okay, so me and my son wound up getting sick from whatever that thing was that person had. So Auntie was trying to give me all kind of home remedies and stuff like that, and she was at the house, and you know, that the house was freezing cold to her, but I felt hot, you know, and she told me, she said, you know, something is wrong. And I started seeing Babalu, Babaloo started showing up. When I got in the tub, it was a tall man with a brown hat on and a brown suit on, and he had some eleke beads on his neck. His head was a skeleton head with some black shades on him, like the fuck with his face, you know. And a lot of this stuff is real, you know. I be seeing stuff that is a part of Santeria culture, and I don't know anything about Santeria. So that's why I gravitated to, when Oya showed up, I gravitated to Santeria. So I know that, you know, I have some Caribbean blood to the Caribbeans with Cuba. And then really these are it's a spinoff of Ifa, West African culture. And I'm a West African person, which I know y'all said, duh, we can see that. If you all are of black people, you have some West African origins, East African origins, North African, Central Africa, South Africa, Caribbean, American, you know what I'm saying? Even Asian. There's some, the original people are my color in Asia too. They're not as tall as me though. But anyways, so, you know, I'm going to be just talking about a whole bunch of stuff, and then I'm going to forget why I was talking about it, and then I'm going to be back to talking about what I want to talk about now. But yeah, you can spice this up with your garlics, okay, and onions. Onions and garlic. Onions have the sulfur in it, and they're good. It's a good antibiotic, you know, and a good antiviral in the onion and in the garlic. So now we're basically making a tonic, you know, when you're thinking about it. Apple cider vinegar is a real good tonic. That's the Jamaican man. That's the Rasta man, okay? I just had somebody ask me, was I a Rastafarian? And then somebody else asked me, was I, what he said, was I a Muslim? I said, no, I am not. I'm gonna be like, do I look like a Muslim? Would my head be covered if I was a Muslim? Okay. So, no, I'm not no Muslim. You know, you think you doing something different, then you automatically gotta be from another culture. So, we got that, isn't that pretty? Ooh, look at this, y'all. This is so pretty. Oh, it's nothing like doing your own. It's stronger when you do your own, because you're putting your own spirit, soul, mind, energy, your healing abilities are going into this. And I can talk to this and I can say, you are going to bring my blood pressure down and keep it down to normal. Bring it down to normal. Not bring it down now where I ain't able to survive. And you're going to cleanse my blood of any type of lipids or cholesterol that may be in excess. You know, so you want to talk to this, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm doing. I'm putting my intention. I'm just spinning it around, put my intention in it. Like I said, this is very good. Onions, garlic, and apple, which I'll probably do another video. They got those little bitty onions that you can put in here too. Not only, it dresses it up and makes it look real nice. And some people may want to just go all out and put like some rosemary in there, sprigs of rosemary. Make sure everything is dry, because if you got items in here that have not dried or what have you, then that may cause you some molding issues. You know what I'm saying? Some molding issues. So now we got that going. But once again, I want to talk about diabetics. Diabetics, blood sugar may go up really high when they drink apple cider vinegar. Put cinnamon in it. You need, I think it's at the cinnamon there. You can either put cinnamon root in there, cut it up fine, get your cinnamon root in here. Shit, I'm trying to remember what a cinnamon look like. Oh, cinnamon stick. You, you can put you a couple of cinnamon sticks in here if you really want to keep it just raw and organic. Or you can get the powdered cinnamon, because cinnamon drastically drops blood sugar. I know somebody right now that does not take insulin that has diabetes, and they maintain their blood sugar by not eating like cookies, cakes, or whatever. They eat a very natural vegetable, fruit, meat diet, and they take it's a cinnamon that starts with a C. I know I ain't talking about cinnamon. I know cinnamon starts with a C, but it's another. I think it's CEY something. Cinnamon. They take that, and like I said, you can actually put your cinnamon in here, and so whereas now you're getting the benefits of the vinegar without it running your pressure up, but then at the same time the benefits of keeping your pressure under control. Cinnamon regulates blood sugar. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. Now, if this don't turn out right, I'm going to perfect it, okay? So don't y'all be like, oh my God, this is awful. Is this what she did? And you taste and you said, oh my God, that was not good at all. Okay, so what I went and did, I went and got my sugar. Raw cane sugar is what I use. I don't like that sugar in that bag. Just get my head together because I should have had everything sitting here from the joint. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. It's so good. I got all the utensils right here. I'm missing my new knife. I know. Wait a minute. Bandits got the new knife. They had a big old long pink knife. Come on now, Bandits. Y'all return that knife. Okay, so I got me one of these large size spoons. It's so pretty. Look at that pretty spoon. It's so pretty. It's too pretty to eat out of it. Too pretty. It's just too pretty. Okay, so I got this here. I'm gonna dry this because if you put it in there wet, sugar gonna stick to this. We don't want the sugar to be sticking because that's a waste of sugar and it can get messy. Look how pretty that is. Y'all see that? I like the little gold. I don't know, it be some ghosts and stuff. They be stealing silverware and stuff. I be getting calls from people that be having that problem. I had so many forks and spoons, and the guy's like, this shit happening to me too. Shit, is the CERN collider getting all of our silverware? I was in the store, I couldn't even find no silverware. Couldn't find no forks. We had everything in but forks. Okay, so you will have to put sugar in it. And I'm going to do this over the sink, y'all. Because I don't want it all over the cutting board. Yes, it has to ferment. Sugar helps it to ferment. I'm going to put me four teaspoons of sugar. Now, you have to monitor this. So I'm taking this home because I can't monitor it here. I won't be here. Okay? So we got this in here. We got our sugar in here. Like I said, the sugar is going to start fermenting. Now, you want to watch this. If it's bubbling, then that means it's working. If it's not bubbling, then you want to just put some more sugar in it. I'm not talking about bubbling immediately. I'm talking about watch it like day 2, day 3, day 4. You want to start seeing some fizzing action going here. You are not seeing any fizzing or something like that. Not necessarily foam, but like bubbles, like right where the water line and the fruit is and stuff like that. Excuse me, y'all. then you know that you need to add some more sugar. It means you just don't have enough. So what I'm going to do is take it home and keep an eye on it. Now I want to put a little bit more in here because I want this to be a lot of vinegar. So I'm going to go ahead and take this up a notch. Right here like that right there. That right there. Okay, so I want to add just a little bit more sugar. I'm not going to overdo it. But I'm going to go home and monitor it, okay? Like I said, no fizzing action, more sugar. Okay, now, I don't know how the other folks do it. This is pretty much it. I don't know how everybody else is doing it, but I'm going to do it like Brandon and the Spirit's telling me to do mine. I know y'all saying y'all tried it, don't turn out right. Y'all gonna be like, Mama Spirits did not tell her right. So here we go. So I want to take some of that sugar off the bottom. Look at that. See, I want y'all to see that sugar. See that? See that? You don't want no sugar necessarily at the bottom like that. Y'all see that sugar at the bottom? I want to make sure this sugar is evenly distributed. I don't shake it. I'm just going to turn it like Granny and them used to do. You know how Grandma used to do? Grandma had no teeth and she'd be sitting there doing like that. And you always thought Grandma was chewing on something. She wasn't chewing on that. She had to have it doing that. But I ain't talking about Grandma because I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a grandma now. So here we go. There we go. Okay, and as you can see, there is no more sugar at the bottom, is it? Look at it. It's already taking on the color, like the, you know, the color of vinegar, like a light color already. Ooh, you did it yourself. Now, here's the thing. Once you do this, you want to release the pressure. And keep the top on it kind of like that, just like that. You don't want no gnats to get in it, fruit flies, nothing like that. You want to keep it just like that, and you want to leave it out. And I heard somebody say they refrigerate. They do not refrigerate, because if you refrigerate, excuse me, y'all, I had a piece of fried chicken. I didn't eat that. I don't really eat that type of stuff. But like every now and then I have some, like I cooked some 2 weeks ago at Kenya's house. But this one, when I eat my fried chicken, it don't do me like the fried chicken do me. I got this chicken from somebody, and I had the hiccups. Mama been burping and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, You know, when you eat something, you just feel like that wasn't right. You're supposed to eat and feel good. I felt like something ain't right with this. I just got the hiccuping. Okay, so, y'all look. Okay, don't let me forget to release the pressure, because I just did it. Now, I'll tell you something. If you do not release the pressure, and this is contents under pressure, that's dangerous. Because this is glass. You know, when things ferment, they create oxygen. They create, you know what I'm saying? A gas. That's what I want to say. Well, oxygen is a gas. And that gas has to find a way to escape. So what it will do, because this will be content under pressure, like I said, and it would explode. Or you don't want to pick it up and it explodes in your hand and explodes in your face. So like once again, like I said, please release the pressure, okay? So only reason why I'm tightening it up real good is I want to give this another turn. And I don't care what nobody say, I will do my turn if I want to every single day. The same with making and creating your own essential oils. Every day you want to turn it. You got your intentions in this. This is going to keep my blood pressure regulated and under control. Also, if I have any high cholesterol, which I don't really have high cholesterol, knock on wood, I don't want none either. Any kind of lipids, any fats that will clog my arteries, any kind of things that are clogging my arteries, this is going to take care of that and repair. It's also This also is an anti-inflammatory. You know, so you know that you go to the stores and you pay big money to buy the mother. Okay. Now some of you all may understand what the mother is. Some people actually let theirs ferment to a point where they can actually take the mother off of it. And the mother is very, 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 very powerful. Do you hear me? So I'm just going to hit and there with it. And like I say, you can actually see that this is going to turn into a vinegar. Now, the longer, I'm going to take this pressure off of it because I don't want to forget. The longer that you allow this to ferment, okay, the more aged it gets. This age is like fine wine, okay? So once your bubbles start forming and stuff, and then no more bubbles anymore, and no more gas inside of this, then you can go ahead and seal your top. Look it up online to be on the safe side. But I just know once you stop seeing those little tiny bubbles and stuff around it, like right now, there's not going to be any bubbles. You're not going to see any bubbles right now. But, you know, like I said, over time, bubbles will be here. So, say for instance, and cut up a lot of these. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut up a few. Cut up a lot. I'm going to add a little bit more water to this. What I'm saying, not cut up a lot. I need to think about what I'm saying when I'm talking, y'all. Sometimes I know I make mistakes, boo-boos and what have you. You know, I don't have like anyone like, you know, directors and stuff like that that can say, cut, you made a mistake. So here we go. So since I added more, I want to toss it again. But you have a lot of these on board. The more of these you have, the more apples you have, the more vinegar. You can have shelves and shelves. This is medicine. This is medicine. Dr. Sebi, as he in power at this point now, he's in power, okay? Said, let food be thy medicine. Let food be thy medicine. Everything you put in your mouth, and I'm guilty of not doing the right thing. Don't get me wrong, still working on myself. I'm work in progress. I should know the specific purpose of what I'm eating and what it's going to do when it enters into my system. If it's entering into my system and it has no purpose, you understand, then that means that I am not making food my medicine, okay? I'm actually living to eat and not eating to live. I might have that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Tell me if I got that wrong, okay? You're supposed to live, go eat to live. That's what we're supposed to do. Not live to eat. I got to think about what I'm saying. Okay, so, you know, if you ain't doing that the right way, then you living your life in vain, okay? And you just ain't going to be healthy. So I'm just going to keep chopping that off because I want all of it because I put a little bit more water. Well, I'm saying I did top it off. I'm just turning this back and forth so that I can make sure. Now, it might be some experts out here. If y'all want to give me some tips, let me know now before I screw this up, because this is my first attempt. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm going to put this right here because I want y'all to see this. What y'all saying out there? Hey, Akita. How you doing? Okay, Akita said we all need help, man. Golden Amethyst says, eat to live, not to eat. Okay, let's say this right. Eat to live, not live to eat. Gotcha. Hi, Ariana. Oh, let me get these utensils out of the way. Thank you for the fire. Mama gonna need that tonight. Hello. Hey, Mazriel. Anybody got any advice? Hey, Ross. Hey, Zanae was up with me yesterday. Was that yesterday? Hey, 7. Hey, Chastain, thank you for moderating. Hey, Jael. Jael said, I love what you're doing there. I always try to catch your live videos, so thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Vicky's place, how you doing? Or is it Miss Vicey's place? Yeah, moonshine, Akita. I'm going to get me a homemade distillery and put it in here. We're going to go over that too. Hey, Kim. Hey, Jean. Hey, Magic Styles. Hey, Discreet Society, how are you? Hey, Ariana. Hey, D. Mula. Hey, Chris, thank you for moderating. Hey, Lily. Did I speak to you, Empress Yaya? Oh, thank you. Empress says your hair has grown so beautifully since the last time I saw you. For real? Mama getting old. Y'all hear Mama voice? I'm getting to be an old lady. I want to be talking like this. I be trying not to talk like this right here. Granny and me. Get out of me, Granny. Thank you for putting my cash out. Cash out, Chris. Hey, Rico. Hey, Brad, how you doing? Hey, Azizia Love. Okay. Oh, yes, what you say? You. Zanae says she remember when I was eating an onion a day. I'm trying to. Okay, I remember you was eating an onion a day. I still do it. I still do it. I love onions. Me and my son, we could just cut an onion in half and just sit there and eat it. We love onions. And he eats garlic. So how he do that? That's the thing. Chewing out that. Ooh, God. He said, his doctor said, cut him in half. Because he has high blood pressure now. And like my high blood pressure came to visit me when I turned his age. My family, we started developing high blood pressure at that age. My daughters, they don't have it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside and let it cure. Okay, so I got 2 bottles like this, and I want them to match. So I'm going to go ahead and start rinsing this one. I don't know what's going on crazy out there right now. Like I told y'all, I was looking at Dabu777's channel, and he was reporting. Oh, I want y'all to see me rinsing this out. And he was reporting that somebody in New York or New Jersey was showing a sign where they had instructions as to how to protect yourself in case of a nuclear accident. What's up with that? Yeah. So it's about to get real. Now, I already told everybody, make sure you got your metal ceilings, your metal walls, your metal floors to store your food if you are a prepper. If you're not doing that, your food can get radioactively nuked. You know, y'all know that, don't you? that when radiation escapes, it's not only that your body's a threat, you know, your body is being threatened, but so is your food. So even if you do manage to escape and you're far away and it still comes in and seep into your home, it can get in your food. You'll be eating radiation. This is something very serious, y'all. And I'm just really concerned about where the threat is coming from. Tell me all the story, not some of it. Hello? Here we go. Now, I want to do a green one. This, I'm just experimenting. Now, apples are apple, no matter what color it is. So, you can do a pear if you want to. Pears are something good. If you're having problems with your bowels, pears, those are the remedies. Okay, so I'm getting this one ready. So gonna rinse this top real good. Okay. Okay, here we go. Mama used to grab the stem and she pulled it out like that, you know. But I didn't do the last one like that. Well, you definitely want to take your sticker off, you know. Like I said, some people soak their stuff, the roster. Thank you for the donation. The Rastafarian. I don't know if I should call your name or not. Do you want me to call your name? Y'all, come on, let's hit them thumbs up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Because I'm going to be doing some cool things in the kitchen, y'all. I'm going to show y'all how they done it back in the day, at least as close as I possibly can. There are a lot of things that I'm going to do. I'm just going to be making medicines, okay? Mama got an apothecary. She's going to be making medicines, which I'm not going to be able to keep this in an apothecary. I'm going to keep them, you know, here in the kitchen and everything. So when people say they're coming for a healing, they got this ailment going on, they get, put this on home with you. Take this home with you right now, baby. I want you to take 1 tablespoon of this today. I get most of the people that call me call with ailments. I'm a healer. I am a healer. For a lot of you, I don't believe these people. It's a lot of folks out there say a lot of ill will things about me, that, you know, I attack babies and children. That is not true. These are people that are trying to manipulate you because they see me as some type of threat to their businesses. It's all about competition. You hear any content creators complaining about other content creators, are talking about how much better they are than other content creators, know that it is sort of like a commercial pitch to draw you in their direction versus any other spiritual person's direction. My thing is that there's going to be always customers and there's always going to be practitioners. So it's no reason to fight and bicker. I don't need to be bickering over this and putting this spiritualist down and putting that spiritualist, don't go to this spiritualist because they do this, don't go there. When you get to those tactics like that, then it seems like then you began to forget why you are doing this. You are doing this so that you can help people. You know what I'm saying? This is the purpose of this. And I'm not able to help you if I'm drawing you from a place that you really should be. You shouldn't really be with me. You more or less, you know what I'm saying, your vibrations is with another practitioner, and that's where you should be. You know, there are certain genres of magic that I am not going to be dwelling in. I go with where my spirit is, okay? So yes, a majority of all of my clientele, all of them come for ailments, for sicknesses and problems, and people who have black magic on them, and who better to come to than me, because just like, you know, I know how to, you know, lay it on you because I'm a hoodoo practitioner. I also know how to take it off. I can cross you up. I can cross you up as well as uncross you. So if someone tells you I can uncross you, you already know that they can cross you up too, because we got to know how to uncross these people, and some folks are shown up crossed up, okay? To the best of my ability. I ain't God. I know y'all gonna say she's really pushing it now. I know I don't believe her. But in some cases, I have raised the dead. Now, I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about. How do you raise the dead? What I'm talking about from my perspective of raising the dead, it is not like, okay, you got somebody in the morgue and I'm going to go in here and then they just going to suddenly come up off the pallet. And I don't even know if I should be having a conversation over that right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might be like, I don't want none of Mama's remedies. She just says she can cross people up. Well, most root workers and hoodoo practitioners can. Especially a hoodoo practitioner. Yes. They're the ones you want to go to. Because they can figure out what Miss Susie put on you. I seen Miss Susie in my yard, and she put a brown egg by my mailbox. I just went outside and it was an egg. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta be thinking about what did Miss Susie do with that egg? And then all of a sudden, everything in my house went bad. Couldn't keep no food, couldn't keep no money. My man ran away from home and stuff like that. I already know what Miss Susie did. Miss Susie is working for somebody, first of all. Miss Susie doing some work. Somebody done hired her out. Or you done piss Miss Susie off too. One, you don't want to piss off a hoodoo practitioner or a root worker. I know I don't want to piss down one of them. Y'all be brave, y'all want to. Because them people be working with some serious stuff. And Mama done got her ass crossed up. And over there in New Orleans, the motherfucker crossed my ass up. I'm trying to get this stuff off my son. It took my auntie to save our lives. Shit, I was young too. And still is, I'm young in this stuff. Cause I ain't nothing when it comes to a 60, 70, 80-year-old or shit. 80-year-old woman getting behind my ass, I'm in trouble. And so a lot of people don't want to think that seniority, people having, seniority here, like I said, they want to feel like it doesn't matter. Oh, it matters a whole lot. You know, me trying to put some work on an 80-year-old man, he been here for a while, Mom might get sick. You know, it's always somebody stronger than you. I don't care how confident you are. It's somebody stronger than me out there. Okay, Auntie taught me that when she first introduced me to this in 2001. She told me her first lesson to me was this. Because when she was talking to me about it, I didn't know what it was. You know, I don't know what is this lady talking about? She's talking about voodoo and all kind of witchcraft and stuff. And I would listen to it, and I really didn't have any interest in it. But Auntie was getting me ready and was training me. And when, before she got, I told her, I said, teach me what you know about it. And she said, first of all, I need to let you know that, I'm just looking at this. She said, there's always going to be somebody stronger than you. Humble yourself. I'm humble. I am humble. There is no practitioner on YouTube that I feel like I got to be making no hints at, subliminally talking to. I don't have to do any of that because I don't have any threats or anybody out there on YouTube. But I do need to wash my back here in real life. Because it's the real deal here in Alabama. You come down here in the rural area and, God forbid, I'm not talking about the city. I'm talking about the rural parts. Dangerous. When my son was in here, I let him tell y'all some of the things. Some shit happened to his ass. I don't know if he's... Hook up! Poke up! He outside. I don't know what he's doing on the phone. Always wear your dress so if something falls, it won't hit the floor, it'll fall in your lap. That's what Granny said. But yeah, you want, I have no issues with anyone. out there. Don't believe nobody when they say see, everything keep popping in my lap. I don't like children. I put curses on children for what? That does not benefit me to harm no child. I have grandbabies myself. Hey, Pooka, I need a favor, Pooka. I was talking to them about something, you know what I'm saying? Come here a minute. Do me a favor, come here a minute. I was talking to these people about Alabama and how in the rural areas it is real dangerous because these people be practicing magic. You know what I'm saying? Can you elaborate on some of the situation that has happened to you?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Okay, for people who don't know nothing about Alabama rural culture and think that they can just come down in the rural area, think they can come down here and not get none of that stuff on them, that hoodoo stuff on them. Tell them about
It's too, you know,
come in here, Karen. Please come in. Hey, come on now.
But,
Oh, I got something for that, but come on around here. Come on here and talk to him. He said his neck hurt. Hey, here's Sonny here. Sonny, your energy's strong. I almost passed out. Sonny, what that is on you got me almost passed out.
What's that?
I don't know, when you came over here, that energy you brought over here almost knocked me out this house.
It's probably because my neck bothers me again. I got a bulging disc, so I'm dealing with that.
Yeah, he moved. He was helping somebody move and threw a mattress on top of his head. And
I didn't technically throw it on my head. I supported it on my head. I tried to get everything done. The lady pretty much lied to me, told me she only had a few things.
They were back in November.
But I find out that she had way more than what I expected. Right. But let's get back on topic. Okay. Excuse me, I look kind of, you know, I've been out there in the heat.
You don't look bad.
But it was an incident. Well, this was Louisiana, and we were just riding through there, and this lady, I was speaking to this old lady, you know, passed across, you know, I forget where we were. But I said, hey, how you doing? Yeah. I said, hey, how you doing? I waved at the lady, and she clenched her purse. And I say, probably like 5 or 6 later, I started getting real sick out of nowhere.
5 or what now?
Maybe about like 5 or 6 hours later.
Oh.
That's when we came back to Alabama. And then my mother's the one that told me that there was something going on, that lady did something. Then I thought about it. I said, yeah. But yeah, like she said, you got to be real careful. Like, when you're in these southern places, you know, because some of these people have that stuff on them. They'll put that stuff on you. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to be careful.
Tell them what this stuff did to you. Well, first of all, your motor went out.
My motor went out.
As soon as you got home.
I was nauseated, just sick, running a fever. I didn't have a cold or none of that, you know.
Doctors couldn't find nothing wrong.
Then my mother told me, she said that
your blood, we had to rush you to the fire department so they can get your blood sugar.
Yeah, that too. But I can't remember because it was so far back, you know, but she tell the truth, y'all, you know, you got to be careful in some of these rural places in the South because...
Tell them about the ghosts we done seen on the sides of the roads.
When was that? Talking about that back in 2015?
Remember the ghost that we seen? You saw a ghost, you said it was a hillbilly running across the street. And he didn't have, you said he had on some jeans with his pants rolled up and a rope tied around his waist and with no shirt. He was barefooted.
Yeah, I remember that. But it's been so many incidents, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen.
We got Jeepers Creepers.
It's pretty much for us, when you see some crazy stuff down here, you pretty much get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like going these back roads. I done drove on the back. I done drove going to my mom, because my mom stayed about maybe 15 or 20 minutes from me. She stayed in the rural area. I stay in the city. But there's been plenty of times I, drove back there and seen just some stuff that you can, only like imagine, like stuff, to the point I didn't even look. I just kept my eyes straight ahead.
Okay.
There was a time, it was years ago, when I had my car accident. Remember I had told you, I said, I seen something in the street.
You told me way before the car accident.
I said, but I already knew something was gonna happen because I got my mom's ability. I try to ignore it, you know what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
And she always told me, you can't do that. And I knew something wasn't right. And I remember it was one day I was getting off, and a lady hit me at about 70 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying?
And you gonna how much? What was your speed?
Huh?
What was your speed?
Really, I'm doing about 30, 40. This is on the back road, y'all.
And she hit you at 7.
Lady hit me at 7 at Ford Expedition, one of them big old box SUVs. And when I tell you I thought that was it, I thought it was over. Like, I'm talking, I thought
tell them what you saw just before, where you was, the swamps. What you saw just before it happened.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I didn't see it. I didn't look at it. But I did see it. You know how you look, you can see off the side.
Why you didn't look at it?
Because I knew if I looked at it, I probably wouldn't be here to this day. I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be dead, you know. But just thinking about it, you know, now sometimes I don't like thinking about it, but I can think about it now and be like, wow, it all makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Because if I would have looked at that thing, I probably wouldn't be here.
Tell us kind of like what you saw though. It was at nighttime.
It was whatever it was, it looked like this was glowing. It was glowing green on the side of the road. Like, what the hell is that? Ooh. You know, the car at the time didn't have good headlights, so I knew I couldn't see off the side, but I just seen something glowing, like on the side of the road, just sitting there. And I kept my eyes straight ahead, so I wouldn't make eye contact with it. I said, whatever it is, I ain't gonna look at it.
Let's get the thumbs up, y'all.
Yeah, y'all get the thumbs up.
Okay, so you told me, you might have forgot, but you said it was tall.
Yeah, it was big. It was big. I know that.
You said it was a man.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. I don't know what it was. I will say I know that whatever it was large and green on the side of the road glowing. Ain't no lights back there here where my mama lived. No lights, with no cars on the road. This had to be like 2 or 3 in the morning. So, you know, rural areas, everybody in the bed, they ain't really up. They knocked out, you know. And when I got to her place, I ain't want to tell my mom because, you know, my mom was real good, you know, with psychic stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. And I know if I would have told her, she would have broken down. But I had to eventually tell her. And I can't remember everything I told her, but she told me what it was.
Well, you told me also when you said he had a flat top head and bolts in his neck.
I remember everything. Yeah. I can't even remember all that.
You said it had bolts on the side of his neck like Herman the Monster.
Yeah, I sure did. I did.
You said it looked like Herman the Monster.
It had some things sticking on the side, but I just seen it off to the side. They didn't really make eye contact with it that way. I just kind of just glanced. I kind of like looked toward that way. I was kind of like, you know, I said, nah, I ain't gonna fully look at it because if I look at it like that, I'd probably been out of here. But I'm gonna tell you, I mean, this spiritual stuff is real. There's another world out there, a world that we can't see with our own eyes. I'm pretty sure my mama told y'all that. There's a whole nother world out there, and there's plenty people to make movies off that stuff.
Right, what you saying now? They're gonna make a movie off of it.
You know what I'm saying? And I definitely believe in, you know, the spiritual world, you know. But sometimes, you know, with me, I try to ignore it, you know what I'm saying? I've always tried to ignore. My mom had to get on me and be like, nah, there's something you can't ignore. But it's like the older I get, the stronger, you know, it's getting. There could be sometimes, well, I can see things before it happens. Like I have a dream about something, like, and then something like, it's kind of like, you know what I'm talking about, when you have a dream, and then you're like, oh, what's that dream about? Then boom, like 2 or 3 days later, something happened, then you go back and you connect the dots. You be like, oh, that's why I had that dream. I'm doing that a lot lately, Mama.
Oh, well, you coming of age. Mine started right around your age.
Yeah, so, yeah, y'all.
And
this is the truth right here. She the truth. That's
okay.
Truth right now.
Thank you, son. Yeah, so I just thank you so much for talking to him and everything. And it's a remedy for that neck now. You don't have to be hurting now. You don't have to be hurting. You know, go and get you something to drink.
You ain't got no plastic cup?
There's a wine cooler back there if you want one.
I'm gonna get one of those glass of water. I got it.
Hey, look, here the glass. Got a glass, rinse that out. Yeah, so we just trying to tell y'all what time it is. A lot of people think it's a joke. Now, up north, I don't know what they do up north, but I just know down here, we close to the Caribbean. Okay. Well, y'all know, honey, they got to mess with this stream. They ain't gonna let me keep on streaming about it. I had to just try to, they just came and interrupted my live stream. You know, they don't want me to get them numbers up. They don't. They want this channel gone. And my views are going up. Y'all watching more. And as y'all try to get the views up and stuff, they mess more with the channel. Removing comments, removing ratings, doing whatever they possibly can. They just interrupted my live stream. Somebody over there that works with Google just really want to keep nitpicking. So I'm bad. But I guess they are afraid. And I'm going to tell you something. If anyone's interrupting any of the messages or whatever, then that's when bad things happen to them and their children. That's the problem. People say, oh, she do bad things to our children and this and that. My thing is this. You have nothing to worry about with me. I don't harm little children. But if you try to interrupt, derail, you understand what I'm saying? The message of these spirits, they will retaliate. If you light a candle to me, I'm going to know it, because you can come back later on and say, I'm doing something to your health, or I'm doing something to your children. Because it's not me that does. I don't do anything. It's my spirits you got to worry about. And people have spirits. I'm not saying I'm the only one with them. I want to be careful whose ground I trod on. Because just like I told you, that lady fucked me and my son up, because I got fucked up trying to straighten him out. She got spirits, overly protected. So can I say, you're around here? You know what I'm saying? You this, you that. If the spirits feel threatened, they are going to work to do something to hurt you, and they don't care how old your children is. They don't care how old your granny is, how old your uncle is. So, you know, you can't be mad with us. Most people respect and fear the hoodoo practitioner, the prophet, the prophetess, the priest and the priestess. We are to be feared. And I'm not talking about fear as do as whatever I say, I'm going to do something to you. Feared as in don't go around trying to fuck around with me. Don't do that. I'm not going to try to fuck you over. Don't try to fuck me over. Because I can't say what will happen to you or your family. So if you come to me, you're hurting my children, that means you've been doing work on me. That means you have deliberately lit a candle to me. And my spirits are all seeing. They're here now. That's how come I can read y'all. Somebody energy come off strong, I know what you're doing. If you do anything to harm anything, any message I got coming through, then you're going to deal with it. You and your family are going to deal with it. Not me saying that. You best better believe the spirit's going to do that. Because like I said, I don't mess with nobody. I love everybody. I'm just as dumb. I'm just as young and dumb and good. You understand what I'm saying? I might just be smiling with you while you around here setting a trap for me. Oh, what you doing? What you doing? Like that, and you set a trap for me and you fall in it. And then you want to turn around and get mad with me? No, get mad with the spirits. Fear us. Don't try to conquer us. That might get you in some serious trouble. Do not try to conquer me. That ain't going to be good for you. I said with confidence because I've seen people come for me in the past. And now their lives are destroyed. Now they have to do nothing. I've seen people try to comfort me lately. And I've seen people take up for me. Don't mess with her. It's the spirit. No one has to burn a candle to nobody. Nobody should be trying to do no juju on nobody. Nobody should be celebrating the downfall of any individual. I don't care how evil they were to you. Just like the Kevin Samuels, it may have been some people who probably were glad he was gone. Which I can't say that these people were glad he was gone, but I did see some people saying, you know, business as usual, like, hey, it's not a big deal. You know, some people wanted these people to pay their respects and acknowledge the fact that he's gone, but they didn't want to. But I never saw anybody say, "Yay, he's gone." No, I didn't see that. But like I said, make sure you're doing no work on nobody, because who you're working on might be more stronger than what your spirits can handle. I don't do no work on nobody. Ain't nobody. I did do work on one person, and I got my ass kicked. And I know y'all gonna wanna know. I tried to do some work on. I tried to get some work to Mr. Willie to help him with that old man. Mr. Willie said he needed some help. Help with that old man, because the old man was trying to turn the whole city against him. And I ain't no match for no 80-year-old man. But other than that, I've never done any work to anyone, because I don't have to. I don't really have true enemies in real life. I may have some that don't know it. You know, on YouTube, people say they got enemies on YouTube. I don't see it like that. I don't see enemies on YouTube for real, because I feel like it's all competition. Everybody wants the money. You see what I'm saying? But do I have some serious enemies that are true threats around me? I leave it with my spirits. I let my dragons take care of it. Supernatural, spiritual eyes, watching it all the time. So if you do decide, there's a spirit over there now getting water. I can hear the bubbling in the tank as they get water. I'm used to it. I hear the knocks. I could be sleeping and I'm not expecting any company, and I hear the knocks and stuff. I don't never open the door, but I go to the door. This has been going on. This is old stuff. I'm so comfortable with spirits coming by to visit. They come by to visit because some of them are ailing. Some come by, and I told you about that situation. And everybody can see and hear ghosts. And don't force yourself. I know a lot of people look up to me. A lot of people watch me because I've been leading a lot of people for the last 15 years, maybe longer than that. But I don't expect for you all to take a risk and do the things that I do, because I have like an assignment, and everybody don't have the same assignment, because some people will get themselves in trouble trying to be like me. There is no other me. I am inspired that you all would take the opportunity out to come and learn with me, but I don't want anybody to take the chances that I take. I'm the type of person, I will go and walk in the woods at nighttime during the witching hour and collect like certain herbs, because I smell them better at nighttime, and snakes are all around us, okay? I had 2 visits from a black rat snake. Dad had to come right up the street with his tractor and get it out of the street. Right over it. I got one in there now. It was a black snake, and I'm waiting on the skin. The skin done turned yellow, and I'm going to take that and use that with my dolls. I'm going to use the bones, jewelry, and everything, because I feel like it has power. I have the power of a snake with me. That's the type of woman I am. And I got some people out here that are trying to do me and be me and get themselves into trouble. Don't do it. Please. You would actually need to be an apprentice of someone who does this type of work to be on the safe side of things. Lots of people have ran and gotten afraid. And they should, because this is not for all of us. Like I said, down here in Alabama, it is very dangerous in the rural parts. Black people tend to kind of like stay in and obey or whatever. But white people are fearless in there. Like I said, they know more about this hoodoo stuff than we do. You can get more information out of them than you can find out from somebody else. Because if you ask somebody black, they know about it, but they're like this. You need God. But they know what's going on. They ain't going to tell you nothing. And these people got so much stuff going on out here doing so much work. Hoodoo is not something that's open. You're not going to come to Alabama and just here, have a conversation with hoodoo people. Hey, let's talk about some hoodoo. It's not like that. It's very private. Just like a voodoo ceremony, you have to be invited into the things. It's private. And people don't discuss it. We can't discuss it because you all getting a lot. You all are hearing a full discussion with a true hoodoo practitioner in spite of what they say on the outside. Now, I've been here consistently just talking about this right here since 2008. And I have not wavered in another direction because I was born to do this. And there's a lot of people out there that are now starting up their own practices. Congratulations. Because like once again, I feel like my work is not in vain. I want everybody to do this. Even the people who say, she's my enemy. And it's not good to let this like do that, turn around like that. I don't think. So I'm going to get some water in here. Even the people who say, hey, I'm your enemy, or you my enemy, or whatever. We all need, at the end of the day, everybody needs a damn temple. If you say you're a practitioner, you need a temple. If you say you're a healer, these are some things that you need to be doing. And I'm gonna go over many of these things. Like I said, you know, the system is getting ready to shut down. There's not going to be any hospitals. We're going to need somebody out there that is able to deliver some babies, to take care of people with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sugar diabetes. They don't have no needles and no insulin. We're going back to the old-fashioned way. We need help. And this is what I'm going to be focusing on here at the temple. This is what the temple is supposed to be doing. Right here, I told you I wasn't going to be filling this up right here because sugar is getting on the board. But, so he wanted to tell y'all firsthand some of the things he's seen since he's been down here. We done seen the death carriage riding around. Well, he said he seen that. I didn't see it. A white horse. He see a lot of stuff I can't see. He is a seer. He's been seeing stuff since he was a child. When he was a little boy, he used to run upstairs and tell me it was a little girl, not my girls, but girl we don't know, that was in the kitchen, going in the kitchen in the refrigerator and getting food. He come like this, Papa, there was a little girl with a red dress on. She looked at me and she was going to go in the refrigerator, but she didn't. So he's always seen all type of stuff. I'm like, whoop, you see better than your mama do. But he was here, you know, explain this to y'all. He was very nervous. He's very nervous. He's a very shy person. So you can see he had a lot of anxiety going on, and he looked like his blood pressure was up and everything. So he had to hurry up and get out of the camera and stuff like that. Everybody can't do this. And you know, some people just rather remain private. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, honey, I could tell y'all some stories. Since I've been doing blood sacrifices and stuff, you know, and no, I'm not no person that just go around doing black magic on people. I don't do that. Because my spirits protect me, and as they see fit to do whatever they do to people, I don't even know if they may be doing something to them. I don't know. If you come to me and tell me something, you're hurting my children and my family, then it's because you're burning candles. Stop burning candles. Don't burn no candles to me. I'm sick and you're responsible. I have had major surgeries on my toe and my foot, and my roof is caved in. You done it. Y'all get all of these type of emails from strangers. A practitioner told me that you were the one that turned my big toe blue. I get those type of emails. I'm like, first of all, I don't know you. You may know me, but I don't know you. But the fact that you know me, now I'm seriously questioning, what are you doing to me? Oh, I just buried you in the cemetery. If you bury me in the cemetery and my spirit see it as some threat, you brought it on yourself. I'm not here to make them stop doing what they do. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. You deserve it. If they got to kick Mr. Willis' ass, they got to kick his ass. You know, simple as that. I don't make no apologies now for what the spirit does to people. And if your spirits are protecting you, you don't owe nobody no apology. Once again, like I said, you're supposed to fear the hoodoo practitioner. Fear them. Fear them does not mean you got to go around scared and let them kick you around, mistreat you, harm you. Fear means don't go and trod on those grounds. In other words, if there's some quicksand, don't go over there to conquer your fear and say, I'm going to walk across this quicksand. You walk across quicksand and you sink. Because I don't think I'm no big bad wolf. I'm humble. I'm humble. But I can't say what the spirits will do. Because they know I had a rough time being adopted. I have had a very hard life. Okay? The life I had, it was really, really bad. I'm not saying it's the baddest that anybody ever had, but my life has been rough. All my life I've been picked on, mistreated, adults, people did all kind of awful things to me when I was a little girl. And it hurted my heart, you know, because you know, you would expect for adults to behave that way, but they don't always do so. You know what I'm saying? You know, so the harder your life is, the stronger your work going to be, more overly protected your spirit's going to be. Can y'all get these thumbs up, please? I know it's a lot of people hadn't thumbs up yet. Can y'all do this for the people who are just coming in? I am making apple cider vinegar. So I just added sugar to it. So this is what I'm doing. Okay. So this is medicine. Apple cider vinegar is medicine. Especially if you're making it yourselves from scratch. So I don't want no more emails talking about how I have ruined your family and done some magic on your children. I don't want to hear that no more, because that means if you email me and you tell me something like that, I'm going to tell my spirits that you are an imminent threat to me. Because I'm not a damn fool. I'm not finna go and mess with no practitioner. I don't care how I might think they ain't got the magic. Oh, she ain't got no magic. I'm finna go over there and fuck with her. Better stop it. And when you accusing people of something, you want to decide to accuse a Rootworker for doing something to you, you better make sure it's warranted. There is no excuse if you make a mistake. There is no excuses for you. I don't fuck with people. I ain't finna fuck with nobody. Everybody doing their own thing. Long as you ain't interrupting me, running in here, trying to take over my temple, trying to take over what I got going on in my household, and you ain't bothering my family, man, you cool. We cool. I don't have no enemies. I don't have any. You might say I am their enemy, and it's only out of jealousy. Because a lot of people want what you got. You know, they might say, well, you ain't got nothing. But then the question is, because I don't have anything, why are you so drawn to me? A lot of people are jealous of supernatural powers. And I'm not just talking about this for myself, you know. I'm saying for you all too, you know. Y'all got to realize there's some folks that's that want to see you all destroyed when you start getting in this business. They want to see you destroyed. So we always, especially if you're a practitioner, at all times we have to have our protection. That's why I like, let me take this off. I don't want to forget to not. That's why, you know, I'm always wearing Oyas Ilakies, because she put up protection. If you're dealing with these type of orishas, you got these orishas, you understand, with you, and someone comes and decide that they want to, because a lot of people don't want to take accountability. A lot of the problems that they have, they want to blame these things on things outside of themselves, because it's hard for them to look at themselves and say, look, check this out. I fucked up. I ain't a nice person, and I didn't do right with this, and I didn't do right with that. So they don't want to do that because that's lots of work. So it's more convenient to look outside. It's more convenient to look outside. I got 80, 90 people coming for me. So, but instead of just addressing the fact that I done pissed a bunch of people off with my mouth, I want to find a good scapegoat and blame it on them. She got the power, she did it. He's got special powers, he's the one did it. Let me tell you something. After the third person that comes after you, it's no longer an isolated incident. It's something you done did to piss somebody off. I have been attacked in social media. If I can take accountability, because I am a root worker and I am a healer of these things. If I can take accountability, anybody else that is going to be a responsible leader must take their accountability for what they've done too. Because like I said, I have been mobbed by people, and they used the fact that, oh, I went and did some work on their children or their family to mock me. At the end of the day, I can say this right here. I'm taking accountability for the fact that they don't have as much power for me. And sometimes I probably had some loose lips talking about what all type of performances of magic I can do. And people will see that and actually become paranoid. And if something happens to them and their family, they're going to think you're the culprit, because you got to realize everybody is not supposed to be practicing this hoodoo stuff. Everybody here don't supposed to be here. Because a lot of people, like I said, they can get triggered. One little thing go on in their household rather than to say, so that's why I say sometimes I take responsibility for just even putting content out that I know that there's going to be some level of retaliation against me. Do I blame it on something outside of me? No. To do that, that means that person have my power. I have the power. Me having the power, I can say this right here for sure. Look, let me change this around. I don't have to do this. So the attack stopped. When I took responsibility to say, I'm going to offer less of this and less of that, and I'm not going to be trying to fix nobody and give nobody advice, because people be getting angry. They think you're hitting at you. Let me stop doing that. And then everything just quiet down. It's real quiet now. Every now and then I get these weird emails from these strange people I have never met or spoken to, saying that, I got this supernatural powers to create some type of destruction in their households and stuff. I'm like, I get far more credit than I deserve. I don't deserve it. I don't have that type of power. I can't say my spirits don't, but I don't have that power. I don't have the power to be an all-seeing eye in everybody's household all over the world and to torment families and children. And what do I gain from it? Nothing. So when you hear people talk like that, you got to know that these people need scapegoats. The only people that need scapegoats are people that refuse to take responsibility for their lives. Oh, I got thrown out of my house. That lady who do that hoodoo on YouTube, she did it. But the lady on YouTube don't know you though. It's too hard for them to just say, hey, look, amongst their friends, because they are embarrassed, because it is embarrassing to get thrown out. I'd be embarrassed if I get thrown out of the temple. Rather than to bring the embarrassment upon myself and make myself look bad, it's more convenient to say, well, the lady on YouTube that do practice magic, she has something to do with that. But then that doesn't help, because that makes it look like she's more powerful than me. I'm not giving nobody that much power. I refuse. I'll say I've done it myself before. See, people don't realize you're gonna get less business if you come here looking like a victim all the time. Like, you know, spiritual is always doing something to you, then people are gonna want to see what I gotta say. They're gonna be interested in phone gonna ring off the hook. I'll be like, who are all these phone calls? Who's sending all this business my way? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all take responsibility. And when you take responsibility, you get more favor. The universe will give you more. The universe will give you an abundance. I'm so thankful. The universe has taken good care of me. The reason why I'm shaking it now, y'all, because there's a little bit of sugar down there at the bottom. Remember I said I don't want no sugar down there at the bottom down there, because then that means it's not like it should be. You know, in a sense, you can make liquor and wine like this too. Yes, you can. You get drunk off some stuff like this, all this sugar content in it and everything. And for people who are just coming in, I just wanted to talk about a little bit of life lessons. But what I'm doing is making apple cider vinegar. What I'm doing. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch the video and you'll see the process of me making vinegar. Because I'm going to have shelves of different things, you know, like different canned items and things, you know, a lot of stuff you can make it yourself. There's some things I'm gonna make. I don't want to talk about it, because if I talk about it now, there are some people who always make sure you loosen the top after you do that. There are some people that just waiting to see what I'm gonna do next, so they can run in the kitchen and do it. And these are the same people that scapegoat you and say you're doing all kind of terroristic things to them. But in all honesty, what's going on is their lives suck. They're not taking care of their children. They don't have their kids in school, and they're not abiding by, you know, moral standards. And when you don't have your kids in school and you're mistreating your children, don't come back and say that the practitioner is attacking them. You're being punished, your own self personally, for not doing what you're supposed to do as a parent. If you're not doing right by your children, you know you're gonna automatically be attacked. Something that's gonna automatically attack you anyways. You're beating your children, you're gonna get that back. Payday always come. You beating your children, you're kicking them and scratching them, and you done kill one of them. I don't know how deep this thing can be. Mentally abusing them in any kind of way. Trust me, you're going to get your karma. But you know what most people do? They manipulate people to believe that the reason why they're getting their karma is because something like a Rootworker did something to them. Now, you know ain't no Rootworker did none of your children. You know that. You know you're getting your ass whipping for what you did. You know it. So anybody ever tell y'all I done something to them, it is because they know I am far more powerful than they are. Ain't nobody out there in social media far more powerful than me. Something happened to me in my house, was the flood out today. Ain't nobody on YouTube got that much power to do that. Hello? Mine is going to be unforeseen circumstances. That's going to be my excuse. Ain't nobody set my house on fire. Off no YouTube. Ain't nobody got that kind of power over me. And that's the behavior you all should adopt. Don't never let nobody see you as a practitioner coming to them as a victim. You got to have your head strong. Okay, what things are going to happen to me. I'm here on this planet. For me to say ain't nothing ever coming my way, ain't nothing bad gonna ever happen to me or what have you, it's just delusion. Because things are going to happen. It just all depends on how you are going to react to it, how you're going to handle it, that will determine the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said don't celebrate nobody's downfall. Somebody get thrown out the house, don't laugh at them. If somebody's house burned up, don't celebrate that. Don't take credit for somebody if they get sick. Because the universe is listening to you. Do not do work on people and then turn around and go to your audience and celebrate it and say, look what I did to such and such and such. And if you are on a channel with a person that's doing that and you're celebrating with them, then you will share the karma. So know what you're doing. If I'm looking at a practitioner or a root worker's work, or I don't know what they are, whatever kind of practice they got, and they're celebrating something horrible that they've done to someone, all because somebody gave them some money, I don't thumbs it up, because to thumbs it up means that I'm giving energy to the bad work. So when the work turns around, I'm coming back with it too. So some of you all are casualties and don't even know it. You're casualties of someone's work. They meet your energy. They're using you as a pawn. You are a soldier in their work. So you may receive the repercussions before they do. Because they see you as expendable. They don't care. I'm not gonna, y'all never hear me say, y'all, you know what I did? I put some black lead magic on the man down the street, honey. He's sick and on a cane, y'all. Yeah, These people can turn this shit around. They can turn it around. People come at me with stuff, I know how to turn it around. And I be looking at folks around here taking a knife and doing stuff like this right here, and they magic like this, waving little wands on that stuff and doing all that stuff like that. I don't have to do nothing like that. Hoodoo practitioners don't have to do all that stuff. I don't have to burn no incenses, no candles, and no coal, or burn no papers, or I don't have to do none of that stuff. You want to get yourself to that point. The only way to get yourself to that point is to stay out of as much mess as you possibly can. Keep your hands clean. Because as long as my hands are clean, the spirits will work. But if you try to put your hands in that and you're going to try to do some work yourself, then now you're accountable for it. Spirits don't necessarily have to protect you, because it's up to them to decide what the punishment is and what they're going to do. I got a dragon that lives, it's a mama dragon. I know I might lose y'all with this. Have a mama dragon and a baby dragon that lives in front of my house. Okay, I can hear it. I remember when I first heard it, Mama sitting over here saying, oh, this must be something malevolent. I got to do something about this. This was like 2015 when I first got there. So I hung my baby doll up, a little brown baby doll. And when I hung it up, it was late at night. I could hear the dragon when it in fear growled, and you could hear it go, whoo, down the street. And then you could hear like a small thunderquake. It was about the length of the tree lines. Thunderquakes usually are up higher, but it was right at the tree line because that doll had scared them real bad. And so later on, the dragon returned, and like when I do blood sacrifices, my mother dragon and that baby dragon follows me. I have it on film. You can see it for yourself. On one of my videos, you can see the eyes of it, and you can see the burning in its eyes, and you can see the little baby's tail and stuff like that, burning and stuff like that. So, like in the morning time, wee hours of the morning, I always go outside and I feed it, because it is going to provide protection for me. See what I'm saying? So you can make some of these spiritual allies. You understand what I'm saying? Dragons are real. There are all types of dragons, sun dragons, all type of dragons. And when you're in the presence of them, depending on how, hot they are, you can actually feel the heat presence of that dragon. Now, the whole time, I never knew that's what it was. Somebody had to tell me, girl, them dragons. You got a whole arm and don't even know it. They greet me when I go outside. Well, I can hear the mama when she makes her noise or whatever. She don't never bother me. So I always make sure I go over there and take food over there too. My dogs can't hear or see it. I can. So anyways, a lot of things we practitioners see, y'all can't see. So don't go out and get yourselves in no harm trying to do what I do. Because there's some people that their work is stronger than mine. And you think I'm going to go out and just do what they do? This is a young lady. She's fairly young. And I know she's pretty strong. She's a guller. She's a young lady. She's a guller. And, you know, her mom died. She's a doctor now. She just got her, she just became doctor such and such and such. And so, you know, I got a chance to look. She showed me her tattoo all on her arm. Well, she was insurance. We can't help but to see it because she didn't have no sleeves on. And there was this little girl walking up a dark pathway. She said her mom passed away. So it was all a tribute to her mother. And the little girl was walking up the cobblestone pathway. You could see the cobblestone. And it was nothing but trees, like leaning, like dark trees in the night. And the little girl had a little dress on and two puff ponytails, and she had a knife in her hand, and her hand running up that damn cobblestone. I said, "Good, this is some of the freakiest." I hate it. That was my daughter's friend. She said, "Mama, that wasn't nice." I just said, I'm just very open and honest. I said, "Girl, that's the creepiest tattoo I ever seen in my life." She said, "I just have a little knife, you know, for my protection because I'm alone. I feel like a little girl alone." I said, "Okay, baby. Thank you for explaining that. I sure ain't finna mess with you." I ain't finna give you no problems, okay? Me and you good, okay? You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me, okay? Y'all, this has been nice talking to you all. Anyone have any questions? My throat is drying out. I thought I had some water around here. I'm gonna wash this. I don't like when people just put their glass that they drink out of there. I have to put some dish detergent in that. I thought I had some water to drink. I don't have any water to drink, y'all. Anybody got any questions? Hello, everyone. Hey, Chastain Stone, how you doing? Thank you for moderating. This is what we have. I let those apples sit out while I was running my mouth, so they kind of got a brownness, but they're gonna turn brown anyway. Hey, East Oakland, you got any questions? I should have brought my tarot cards with me. Hey, Azrael. Thank you. Azrael said, "I remember that dragon. That video was awesome." Thank you, because some people think I'm just lying. They don't believe me when I be talking that stuff. Y'all, my throat dry. Okay, if y'all gonna do this, make sure your tops are loose so the air can expel, and so you won't have problems with this thing, this thing blowing up, this glass blowing up, because this glass cannot take too much pressure. This is not a plastic bottle. Unless you want to do yours in a plastic bottle. Plastic will expand, but I wouldn't suggest that because it's not as healthy, because, you know, you're going to have some of the plastic things in it, even though I know y'all say, "Well, Mama, plastic is in that jug." Well, we want to have less plastic as possible, okay? So that's why I'd rather do glass. And like I said, glass is a lot more attractive when you sit it up anyway. So, you know, we're going to allow this to ferment, okay? And we're going to check on this every single day. You know, like I said, if you want to, you can toss it. Some people might say you don't supposed to toss it back and forth. You know, I heard this one guy, like I said, he said you check for bubbles. If you don't have any bubble activity, you don't have enough sugar in it. Not now, but as the days go by, this should have tiny bubbles in it, okay? Once these tiny, it gets to a point you're not having all these tiny bubbles right here, then you can go ahead and tighten this up real tight and allow it to age. The older these are, so somebody may have some of these jars and they've had it for the last 10 or 15 years. That means that's more stronger medicine with mother in it. And the mother is like where you really get the benefits of it. Like I was telling y'all, this is good for people who, this is good for diabetics, it's good for high blood pressure issue, and it's an anti-inflammatory or whatever, because I always used to get Bragg's of vinegar, and I'm like, why continue to get that? All Bragg's did was do this. I did recommend that diabetics do add cinnamon to theirs. Now, I would not do a cinnamon stick, because cinnamon sticks, I don't like the way the wood tastes. I like more or less the powdered cinnamon. So if I was you all, I would just do some powdered cinnamon for diabetics. So, you know, cinnamon does regulate blood sugar. And here it is right here. So we're going to be looking at the progress of this. And then I'm going to come back next week. And I'm going to do something else. We're going to start for our, it's one thing we got an apothecary, but I do believe that we need a pantry. You understand? Like, what would we call it? We need a medicine pantry or something, you know. It's not all about just dried herbs, which now people are drying herbs. If you were successful this year, drying your basils, drying your rosemaries, drying your lavenders, and all of those things. That stuff is so hard to grow since we've been dealing with geoengineering and everything. But, you know, this is the time to start now drying it out. You hang it, you know, like in your apothecaries. A lot of people have like a hanging thing. I have an apothecary about this tall, and it has those little hooks so you can hang your herbs. You open it and let them dry. You understand? Apothecary study is very in-depth. It's not as simple as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you can pick you up some courses on it, it is going to do you a lot of good. Women, like I say, get prepared to deliver babies. Some women may not be able to go to the next state over to get an abortion. You know, you can do abortions with herbs. I'm definitely having a conversation that may be foreboding. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about those old traditional ways. We're granny wives, and we're back. There was a doctor, a black doctor, talking about the horrible stories, as my throat is drying completely out, of women who had to have kitchen abortions. And excuse me, I had to pop my ears open. And I made a comment and said, well, you know, now that medical abortions may be banned in certain states, we're going back to the kitchen. And I got blocked on TikTok. I guess she said, I dare you to think that you're going to mess with that money, okay? I'm over here sitting over here now. I got some dried anise. See, now as time goes by and you start practicing, because everything is a practice. When you go to a doctor, you're going to a doctor's medical what? Practice. People don't realize when the doctor's doing surgery on you, you're going to a what? A practice. So this all falls under the line of practice. I don't see no bubbles yet. There are no bubbles. No bubbles. So, anise. Let me tell you what anise smells like. We used to have a cough syrup. You can make your own cough syrups. We're going to probably do some of that. And I already know some people are going to try to beat me to it, because wherever I go, you know, people in this particular community tend to gravitate where I go. But y'all know, y'all heard it here first. But yes, anise smells like cough syrup. I got this out of the apothecary. I tend to put anise in my barbecue sauce. Everything we eat should have herbs that serve a purpose, like rosemary and turmeric for anti-inflammatories and stuff like that. We're going to get all deep into that. So I may just do a practice where I may use anise for its property in one of my medicines. I may decide to make a cough syrup from anise. Okay? Every single Friday or Saturday, if it's the great big mother's wheel, because one day I may have to go home. And tragedy can stop me at any time. That's why I say I don't see how a practitioner fingers in any direction. I just can't see how a practitioner can celebrate the wicked work they may have done for a client. Because that day's coming. Even if you don't have, some people that practice that type of dirty magic, those people tend to not love anyone. They tend to not have family. They say they have family, but they really don't seem to care about them. Because if I care about my family, I don't want to celebrate nothing that hurts another person. I don't care how wicked they were to me. I can't do it. Because I know that one day it's going to be my day to grieve. It's going to be my day one day to grieve. I have to humble myself. So when I come here and tell you, hey, such and such happened to me, y'all gonna be like, oh, that's what you get. Well, see, these people don't realize that's what's coming to them. But the fact that they don't really have family, they don't care anybody about anything, but they don't realize it could be something that could debilitate them, where they may be in a wheelchair and can't walk, can't respirate, may have to breathe for you. You can lose all function in your limbs. These things can turn around and backfire on you. Hello? So yes, I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah, you wanna get your little remedies together. I also would love to have another refrigerator somewhere, so that I can. You gotta properly see how to store cough syrups, because you know the time is approaching us again. Yeah. And so you got cough syrups like elderberry syrups. You can make them yourself. That's one of the strongest antivirals. I have elderberry peels. It's a concoction, and I'll share with you all the name of the bottle. But when I've ever gotten symptoms like, oh, I'm coming down with the Rona, pop that pill. It's even on Amazon as a Rona cure. So you got to be real careful how you talking. The Timberona, you know what I'm saying? Timberona. When you get the Timberona, my heart belongs to Timberona. You know, get a heartbreak. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna go over these different properties. It's gonna be like a school. I'm going to do what I was doing when I had people coming over. I'm just gonna do it online, but some of it I got to put it on Patreon, because Patreon people have been leaving because I don't have enough content on there. I'm just gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough content on Patreon. I be forgetting, and I do thank you all, because some of you all are in here now for, you know, your generous donations, in spite of the fact a lot of the times I was not there. But some of these that I'm going to be doing will be strictly for my Patreon patrons. My Patreon patrons. Does that mean? Y'all come on, get these thumbs up, y'all. Oh, I've been here. I've been able to be here a long time tonight when ain't nobody bugging me by leaving. My throat dry. The fan just blowing in my throat. Yes. Hey, Alicia, grandmother's teaching. I'm really excited about it. I don't know why I'm so excited that we're going back to the old ways, where you don't need a piece of paper. Now, I know piece of papers are they're good because you want safety, you know what I'm saying? Safety first. But there's a lot of great people out there that can help us, and they can't because they don't have any papers, because of all of these regulations and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, a lot of regulations are put into place, so you won't mess with Big Daddy's money. Because at one time we were embalming, doing all that stuff. We didn't need no license to do no embalming. We had these funeral home businesses. Now you need license. And in order to be an embalmer, you go to school for a long time, and then you have to be an apprentice for like years. Regulations control the to be able to control the wealth, because embalming has gotten to be a very lucrative business. You're going to have some of you all that's going to have to go back to doing that. I don't know what your method of preserving the dead is for funerals. Because as things collapse, we're not going to have 20, 25, and 30,000 to bury nobody. We're going to have to go back to doing it like we used to. Right there in the backyard, we're going to dig a hole. We're going to we may wrap them with cloths. Or we might make a wooden, get somebody to make a wooden pine coffin and put them in the backyard and make a pine, a plaque. That's what we're going back to. And I really want to be a part of this. I'm aging fast, so I don't even know if I'll be able to participate in it, but I do know that I'll reincarnate to it. I really want to go back to when it was okay to get in the front yard and sell your hen eggs. And the door neighbor next door was selling horseshoes. Hey, look, come over here and get the shoes for your horse. You go to the next house. This person over here might be selling a basket of tomatoes. Y'all, my battery gone. I gotta go, y'all. I don't have no battery life. Do y'all want me to charge this up? If I can make it back in here in time, I'm gonna charge this up. Cause shit, it's gonna be gone because I can't get my damn shoes on. Hang on, y'all. I should have been did it. Lord, come on, Grandma. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, y'all, cause these things dies fast. Come on now. Willie. Yes, it's just time for another phone. I got this phone 2020. October 2020. And I ain't really never was satisfied with it. It's with Spectrum. So what is this? A Galaxy? What is this? A Note 8? Look, what I don't like about this phone is when I'm live streaming, or just when I had a phone in general, it does not tell you that your battery is low until it hit 5%. No kind of alarm. The old phones will go, they'll do something. Vibrate. Phone don't do nothing. Just all of a sudden, almost 5%. I run to look for the cord and get it plugged in, and it's already 0% is gone out. I can't be doing no business like that. So I'm back. Yeah. So I cannot wait October. I think it's going, some of these plans are for 36 months, so it could be a 36-month plan. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 36 months. So that means 24 months in October ain't going to get me out of this here. That means what I got, 25, no what? Shit, how many more months I got? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. God damn. It's like a ball and chain then. Because then that means if it's 36 months, which is 3 years, if I got a sneaky suspicion that's what I'm in, I got to keep this thing for another 12 to 14 months. I'm probably looking at 14 months with this. I'm looking at about 14 months, y'all. I am miserable with this. You know, when you first get them, the signals go off to let you know when your battery is low and do all kind of things. But now the times I get those signals and stuff like that, most of when I get them signals is letting me know that, you know, somebody is in the email advertising something like JC Penney's or something like that. That's all I get. I don't even get no TikTok alerts or YouTube alerts or nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream, and if you all don't mind, please give this video another thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't given it a thumbs up, y'all. My seeds and stuff, I always take my seeds and my scrappings and stuff and throw them outside. I don't throw them inside of the what I gotta do? I'm upset, man. I got 2 whole catfish in the refrigerator. They've been in there for 2 days, y'all, and I haven't cooked it yet. It's gonna go bad. I cannot afford for this to go bad, but I cannot eat nothing tonight. I have had enough to eat. Hang on, y'all. Okay, so somebody did say that they had some questions. Okay, so hang on. I'm finna take these scrappings and throw them out. I'm throwing it outside. Damn cockroaches about this big out there flying around. They're so big until I can hit them against the wall of the house, man, you know, and it sounds like they're making a squeaking noise. I'm like, when cockroaches get to the point they can talk, it's time to do something about that. Now, y'all know how I think. The government releases those things. Look like I'm going to need my chair so I can pull up here and so I can talk for a few more minutes since ain't nobody telling me, hurry up. I'm ready to go. Hold up, y'all. I got something real cool we gonna make next time. I ain't telling y'all, 'cause I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody to beat me to what I'm gonna do next. Child, let me pull my seat. I ain't gonna pull my seat up, 'cause I know I need to be trying to make waves to leave. But yeah. When you see these cockroaches flying around on the outside of your houses, the government put them out there. They've actually, I call them modified lab insects. This is how they get their diseases and pestilence and bioweapons out. They infect them and they release them in the population. And then so they fly around, they get in your home. This is how people wound up with tuberculosis and the Black Plague and things of that nature. Because the insects were infected intentionally. So protect yourselves. I'm not giving out any medical advice. I just feel like it's the reason why they call them pests. P-E-S-T. Stulens, pestilence, mosquitoes, pestilence, because they bite, they carry cholera, they carry yellow fever. That's not medical misinformation. Cockroaches carry tuberculosis. Hello? For a long time there was no cure for tuberculosis. So people died a terrible death. Now we have tuberculosis medication. But there are some resistant strands When you see cockroaches, it is time to do some work on the outside of your house. And I just saw one crawl, fly. One flew off and another crawl up against the wall. And I said, get you some lime. Put you some dust, you some lime out there. Okay? Throw it up against your house. Just throw you some lime out. Not just because they're a nuisance, but they carry germs. And what else they got out there? The red ants. Anything that can bite you. Bats. Carry what? I don't trust the government. I don't trust them. Because when it gets overpopulated of people, they're trying to figure out a way how to cut down the population. Hello? So them cockroaches around here, y'all understand? I got to, if I see one, I'm running from it because I don't want it to land on me because they will bite you. I don't want to smell none of the fumes and the dust from it because there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that they don't even have names for. Hello? Now, any questions? Because if you ask the question, you got to ask me again because I lost it. Oh, okay. Chastain wants to know what this says. Okay, first of all, let's talk about this. That fan is drying out my throat. This is a foreclosure here, okay, in Selma, Alabama. So when I saw the house, I fell in love with it, and I wanted it real bad. And so when I got it, spirits helped me get it. Hold up, y'all. Spirits helped me get it. And when I got it, they told me they wanted to make it a temple. And then they actually gave me the name Temple of the Crossroads. I mean, just everything just fell in place. And then the lady across the street said, everybody who's ever had this house since she's been here, it has been an occult. So she was telling me that casually, like she didn't realize that I was going to do one. So actually, this house, the spirits in this house were already here. So every so often they choose who they want to have it. And when they choose who they want to have it, I have a problem with rocking back and forth. They used to get at me, my mom used to get at me because when I rock, I don't, because I can't just, and even when I'm sitting down, I'm doing my leg like this. You know, so that's why I'm going back and forth. I don't sit still, but, so the officials elected me to abide about the house, okay? So who knows, when I'm gone, they'll elect somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. So I realize that these are not necessarily my spirits. This is the spirit of the house. Okay. It's so funny because, but anyways, I said all that to say this. The people who were here, it was an occult. There were a lot of families that lived in here, husband, wife, and the children and stuff, because it's not a house, it's a building. It's very large. And so they decided to turn this into a gourmet kitchen, which they did. It's the nicest kitchen I've ever had in my entire life. You know, but I know it's not necessarily my kitchen. It's the kitchen of the spirits, the kitchen of the ancestors and the spirit of this house. They will be here when I'm gone. Who knows? When I pass, I may be hanging around in here myself too. But so, this is work that they never finished. Okay? So here was supposed to be a mural. You can buy these murals there. To me, they're pricey, like a couple of $100 to get you one. And it may have a picture of whatever on it. It could be an ocean, some chickens or something other like that. You know, just cute little picture tile. And so they never completed it. They did have a chef hood here. If you ever seen those chef vent hoods, so when you're cooking, if you're burning some steam or whatever, it pulls it in. But that may have been, that would have been propelled by a fan. A fan would have just dispersed that. But you do have some that actually go inside of the, up in the attic, on the outside of the roof. And so when you're cooking, like these big cookings or something like that, smoke goes out the pipe, stack up through the attic, out on the outside, and you smell the cooking. Somebody's cooking something. But this one would just blow. So that has to be replaced, but I got other priorities. I've never done it. It's a lot of things that can be done here that I've never done, but I know I'm going to get them done in due time. So what they put here, I think it may have been like French or something, or they could have been Spanish, but it said familia, F-A-M-I-L-I-A. Then it says hello family. Then it says, this is some, what is this page and give box to be done by AJ. This is an 18 by 24. And that's what it says, but they never did complete it. Like I said, somebody stole the shelf vent out. I don't know if the people just said, shit, this house, we taking it with us, or what, but somebody got it. So my son was saying I need to get that to complete that, and then he told me I need to go ahead on and invest in the tiles and get this right. Since I'm going to be making this a show, I'm going to go ahead and invest in it, and I want to not only just bring you all from this angle, I'm thinking that what I need to do is live stream from 2 angles. So I need to have 2 devices going at one time so y'all can see me various places. Now they do have some softwares where it can take angles in different directions and stuff, and I'm going to check all of those out. I just got a green screen, all of those good things, you know what I'm saying? Some people might be sitting in a regular old apartment, but then they have a background of a mansion behind them. You be thinking, God damn, that's a nice little day. But it just be a green screen. So sometimes I'll be in the apothecary. We'll be going over some things there. Sometimes we'll be in that direction. We may be upstairs in the Odyssey room. I have an Odyssey room that I'm working on now. So I may do 2 shows in a week. One show, maybe 2 shows on this channel, or 1 show on one channel and 1 show on the next channel. Hold up, let me get the lighting right. And y'all can let me know if I have enough lighting tonight. So, hold up. We're going to see if we got enough lighting in here so when I do it. Okay? Is that enough lighting, or should I get one of them, those are umbrella lights, or those halo lights? Is this enough light? Okay. Should I get more lighting? It's lit up in here. I imagine the power bill gonna be high when do I need some more lighting? Okay, Chadstone says it's nice lighting, okay? So you get a chance to see this right. I think it can be lit a little bit more so you can really see what's going on over there. Want to get some nice ceramics to go here. Kind of dress that up real nice. Matter of fact, I've been cooking so I can see grease on the glass. So we got to get that. It's really tall. These are like 16-foot ceilings. So I'm going to have to get Mr. Willie up on the ladder up there so he can clean all that grease off the glass. Because it's greasy. That's what your vent would be for. You turn that vent on when you're frying things and you disperse it. Now, I wasn't frying any chicken or anything like that. If you're frying chicken and stuff like that, you're going to want to get one of those chicken fryers. And then you can take that outside and do that, fish, all that type of stuff. You don't want to fry it in here, that type of stuff. But you can see it. There's something up there. I don't like that. Because you want these to be as squeaky clean as possible. Any ideas what I should put up there? Any ideas? Let me let y'all see around here. The cabinets, I think, can use cleaning, but so we'll clean them 2020. They need cleaning again. Y'all see I got the jars over there. Y'all know I got to do the curtains. I don't know why the curtains are loppy side like that. I have no clue. I'm going to do some curtains for here. I've been saying this for the longest, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on this. That's my old-fashioned fan. I bought it from an old lady. Mr. Witter said it was turning faster than that when he picked it up. She sold it to me for $30. I told her, I said, I got to have it. I keep it in the apothecary. I'm gonna tear those benches out because I may need that if I don't get them repaired, because water leaked on them and damaged it. They got damaged from a jug of water sitting on them. So if I do tear them out, I'm gonna put shelves there. Shelves for canned items. So that's it, you know. Let me let y'all see the lighting up here. Very bright recessed lights. Y'all get my drill. This is what it shows. Most of the shows will take place. But some of the shows that when we start doing readings, like Oracle deck readings, I'm going to be showing you how to read and interpret my deck. So if you want my deck, it will be available for purchase. And we're going to do that in the Odyssey room. Look. So on Ancestry, I found, like I said, my biological sister, I found her on there. And so anybody that was no kin to her, because they show you that, it's on my father's side. So I met a cousin, a first cousin. And he said he's trying to find his biological dad. That's the reason why he's on there. But me, he said, I'm the only first cousin he got. And I said, other than my mother, my sister and my mother's side, you're the only first cousin I got. So we were talking about our abilities because I wanted to know what he can do. And I asked him, could he sing? He said, no. I said, can you play instruments? He said, no. I said, can you draw? He said, yes. And I was like, okay. He said, you need to also know that some more of your cousins can draw, paint, sketch, and sculpt. And I said, well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. And so he sent me his art. I want y'all to see his art. He may be on here now. I don't know. But come to find out, he's a famous artist. The guy's a famous artist. His art is in galleries, selling for like $10,000 and more. So I was like, whoa. I said, I've been in a gallery, but I've never made that type of money before. The most I've ever made in a gallery is $1,600 for a painting. I thought I did something, yeah. But I talked with him a long time last night, and so he told me that he is a graphic designer, and like I say, showed me his original artwork, and I was like very intrigued. Beautiful works of art. So I got my art skills from my father's side of the family, and he said there's some other, like he says, other cousins and stuff, they can paint and draw too. And I'm like, okay, because on my mom's side, they said they can't paint and they can't draw. They can't sculpt, do any of that stuff. He said he would dig, when he was a little boy, he would dig the clay up, the clay up behind his house, the orange clay, and sculpt and fire it up, you know, just outside, you know, with fire, you know what I'm saying, like at an outdoor, just a natural kennel. You can make a natural kennel to fire up, you know, and make bowls from that clay. People used to do that long ago. So I said, oh, that's cool. That's here in Selma. So I said, where is this place? Because I got to get them to get on a ladder. We got to clean this glass and pull these rods up. I got to come in here and clean the dust. Excuse me, side note. But I said, I want to go and get some of that clay. Where is this place? And he said, what he told me, he said, oh, we can't go anymore over there anymore because they have actually torn the houses down and they got it fenced off. I said, so they can unearth that clay and sell it. They're selling that orange clay. Alabama got a lot of orange clay. You can get your hands on some orange clay. Oh boy, you got a treasure. I could make all kind of beaded things, beaded jewelry. I want to find some orange dirt clay around here because the clay, well, I'm kind of close to the river, so most of my soil has a lot of sand in it. I be having sand on the bottom of my shoes and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go around here because I would love to make ceramics. I can make my own fire clay ceramics to go up there. Not necessarily putting something up here somebody else did. Make my own ceramic bowls like these right here. You can actually make them, and I may just do some of those classes. Just like this. This is like more or less a porcelain, if I'm not mistaken. But you can do a clay ceramic of something like this and decorate it like the Africans did, like our American indigenous ancestors did. They made lots of clay pots and stuff like that. Many designs. And keep them and make them your sacred bowls. So when you're doing your sacrifices with your chickens, your goats, or whatever, you know, you can have a special one that you can keep your blood in or whatever to make your gifts and stuff to your gods, because the gods must be fed. I haven't fed mine in so long. But you know, I noticed something that when I don't feed my gods, they just take my chicken anyway. Oh, they gonna get that blood. I just lost a rooster about 4 months ago. A bird was flying around and had them flew into my greenhouse. And I said, God damn it, because that's a sign of death. They sacrificed the rooster. Anytime a bird fly in your house, you got to sacrifice something. Sacrifice something. It's going to be you or somebody you love. People are like, why do I get these signs? There's nothing I can do about it. Yes, you can. You got to appease the God. Give them blood. Sometimes it might take several chickens. Sometimes it might take a pig. Sometimes it might take a cow. Sometimes it may take a goat. I have had to take a goat back. A baby goat. Better. Them to me had to have me a scapegoat. Now y'all see where that term came from. The scapegoat. You may have to cook that. It's a feast for the gods. That's if you in this practice. Or you can go and run to Jesus if you want to. But Jesus is going to let you down, because when you get on the other side and you see the realness, you're going to be let down. I have spirits. Let me think about the spirit that came to me. Okay, let me talk about it. So I was dealing with Auntie. We had a blowout. I always got a blowout with Auntie. Auntie feels like she always have to fight, because that's all they do. They fight, they kick, they scratch, they beat, they what. I didn't come from that. So, old Auntie. Shit, I'm gonna say. My mind ain't on Auntie, but I got a, but okay. So, but anyway, so, my mind on everything, y'all. So, Auntie, I got crazy. When she fight against you, like when death is coming for her. So, I'm just looking around at some stuff. She want me to see her weak, vulnerable moment. So she was like, I got it. I got it. Don't worry about me. All this honorary stuff she had going on. And so I'm going to give her a moment. But she was fighting for her life, because she started, y'all know the witchy Auntie. bleeding out of her bowels. She found out she had colorectal. And I remember her sister, Bob, had got colorectal and wound up dying from it. And Auntie, I told Auntie, I was sitting on the phone. I said, Auntie, something is wrong. Because I said, the man with the black suit and the black hat on keep coming to me. So I see an undertaker, like he always have a tall black hat on, black suit. She said, I'm going to tell you the truth because I see you already know. She said, your Auntie Bob died. Got to pop these ears open. I said, oh my goodness. And so when they put her in the ground, she wearing Montgomery, I'm wearing Birmingham. And we're on the phone. This was like some days later, after they had got in the ground. I could smell the strong bleach, formaldehyde smell. She could smell it too. And I said, Auntie, something smells like embalming fluid over here in my house. And she said, I smell it too. She said, I don't know, maybe she had to come across the street from the funeral home at the time. She's not over there anymore. She said, maybe it's that funeral home across the street. Then all of a sudden, I felt something hit me in my stomach. Hit in my stomach so hard. I had to go and take this damn dump. I'm like, God, damn, what it did. And she felt it at the same time. So I got on the phone. I said, that's Bob. I said, that's the sickness of Bob looking for another host. Because when family members die of sickness and diseases, they when they done consume their body, they go and look for another body. Y'all know I'm the first one to teach y'all that. So it tried to get up on me. So I rebuked it. And I pleaded the blood of the Lamb. And Auntie said, I ain't gonna get on me neither. And she said what she had to say. And that was 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It got Auntie. I think it was approximately 7 years. It got Auntie. Because that day, it attached itself to Auntie. And she carried that spirit. So her defibrillator went off. She went into the hospital. And they told her she had cancer. Colorectal, same thing. I said, that stuff just hitched a ride on her. So what I want to do on my journey, on my practice, I want to learn how to protect myself, my family, or just know, I know it's something that you do, something that can be done to protect your body, mind, and soul from rogue spirits of sickness. I'm on that quest. Because I haven't found anything yet of that. Because she didn't go to the funeral. The funeral was up there in Massachusetts. Auntie didn't go up there. But the spirit was able to find her. Just like when I told y'all my cousin died of throat cancer. Like I told y'all about my auntie, she passed away. And then in her son's house, in the bedroom. And I talked to his girlfriend and told her it's some things you all are going to have to do to that house because death is now. And I told y'all she didn't listen. Because they said when death is in the house, you open all the drawers, you open all the windows, you open all the doors, you cover the mirrors. You know, you have to go through this just a lot of work. And sometimes it's still not guaranteed. So that the dead will not get itself trapped in something. Or that window You can find a way to close the window of this spirit of death to get it out the house. Because sometimes it stays. You've heard stories where, like Willie got a story right now. His grandparents' house, everybody that sleeps in that front bedroom has died. First, his great grandma slept in there. She died. Then the auntie, which is the sister of the great grandma, she died. Then the granddaddy, he died in there. He died in there. These people died in here. Then his grandmother died in the hospital. And then his brother slept in there. And they told him, they warned him, said, hey, look, everybody who sleeps in this room dies. He said, oh, I ain't scared of none of that. He died. Every time we look there, somebody new in that house, I said, that's a death trap. That's a death trap. When somebody dies inside of the house, move. If I die in the temple, y'all don't even come over here. You can check to see if somebody died in the house. There's a website where you could check. So I got curious, and I checked for that house. And it says, they don't see where nobody died, but a man down the street said somebody did die in that house. And when I checked, it said they're not sure this one. It tells you how many people have died in the house. Let's keep on getting snagged in here. They tell you how many people have passed away in your house. My Hanson got ashen from the sofa. And it said 2 people have died, and they have died that have lived in the house, not necessarily in it, but they've passed. A man passed, said he got shot by the cops. And they said this lady named Eva, she died in there. But they said, she's the only one. They said they're not sure if she died in the house or not. When I first moved there was blood on the doors, blood on the floor, in the subfloor, blood soaked there and everything. So, but what's so funny, it's the most peacefulest room in the house. Very peaceful, very loving. She didn't have a bad spirit, whoever she was, But yeah, go in that report and see. It's going to tell you everything about anything extraordinary that has happened to the home you're living in. Now, it did say that house has caught a fire before. The house I'm in has caught a fire. And I'm going to tell you something. There's been a couple of times. We have, like, one time we drove home and we could see smoke just coming off the top of the roof. And we don't have a chimney. I told Miss Wood, I said, the house burning down. I said, the house I'm caught on fire. I didn't even want to get at the car. I didn't smell nothing. And then he went in there. He said, the house is not on fire. And I said, do you see the smoke up there? He said, yeah, it's a whole bunch of smoke coming up, but the house ain't on fire. It did it 2 times. And I said, that's the ghostly smoke of when that house burned up. See, so whoever this lady is, there's a chance she may have burned up in the house. I don't know. I do know the house is built up on 2 subfloors. Because the man told us the main top floor up. And then we went down and he said, you got another floor under there. So he tore that one out. And then you can see the bottom boards of the floor. And then by the time we got down to the ceiling, it looked like it was almost 16 feet tall. I said, oh, so one day if I ever get the money and I live through this, if it's the great big mama's will, I want to get all them floors torn down to the sub and put engineered hardwood floors there. And like I told you, I want to expound and have a gourmet kitchen and a huge hobby room for so I can do my drawings and stuff like that and all of that and everything. Yeah. Houses have spirits. The house itself is an entity. This house is an entity. And it has like a summit every so often. There's one guy, not one guy, one of the ones that it heads this house. I have seen him and I've heard him. I've really heard him, so I just kind of put with what he looks like. But he sounds like a Caucasian man. And he sounds, I know y'all gonna say, what? He sounds like he's a gay Caucasian man. And he's very vocal. One time I heard him say these very words stern, you do not decide who comes in the temple. I said, oh, okay. But you don't decide who comes into the temple. I heard that back there in 2020. And he said it. I said, oh, you're very vocal, aren't you? And he had a black suit on and dressed really, really nice. And he had like one of those Vladimir Putin type faces, but he was a little bit thicker than Vladimir Putin. And I got nothing negative to say to him. He's probably been on the board with this entity for quite a bit of time. And there are some other people at the table that have not been as vocal. That they haven't spoke their words, but I did hear him say that. Yeah. Y'all, I enjoy talking to y'all. I think I better go because I talked enough. Akita's a ride or die. How you doing, Akita? Who else I got in here? Cam. She says, hey, Mother Wisdom, glad to finally catch you live. I've been watching since 2010. Whoo, that's the ride or die. 2010, that's when around the time I first came on here and stuff. So, like I said, YouTube and you all have taken me on a very interesting, fulfilling, exciting, educational, spiritual journey. Couldn't have done it without y'all. I learned a lot from y'all. I'm just going to be honest with you. Hello? Hello? Hey, Ty. Oh, Chastain, you're one of my Patreons, aren't you? Am I going to do a part 2 of that short film I did months ago? I got somebody that does film. And I asked him, I said, I want to do a 5-minute clip. I just want to get my feet wet to kind of get an idea of like, I want to do this. And I want to focus on the deep wooded South and the culture of the deep wooded South. Just like the Appalachians got their magic and the mountains, mountain magic. We got our magic in the woods here, in places like, especially Alabama. I'm off the subject, y'all keep me back on track, but I was driving down that day. And I'm telling you, when I say it's dangerous, getting back from the temple back to my house. When you drive, there's like lots of winding, crooked roads, and you got high elevations from your street to the bottom drops that go, it's just as much as 50 feet. Like if you go down there, you better hope somebody know you down there, because you could be down there for, like, I hope the game wardens check down there, because there could be some people that have been down there for long periods of time and nobody know it. But we got that. We got swampy areas and stuff down under there and everything, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, an alligator too might be down there and stuff, creeks and stuff. And we be seeing some crazy ass shit. So I'm hoping that, not like one time, for instance, when we left here, I was looking over there in the swamps, and it looked like a child was standing in the a little child was standing up with flowers around his head, with his head bent down like he was sad and in mourning. I knew then, I said, that's the omen, man. I ain't no fool. So I made sure I kept my eyes on the road. Man almost cut me off where I would have to go in that bitch. But just as soon as I seen that, mama got her spirit and just did it. So I ain't got no anointing or what. Whatever I got, that little cooking oil, olive oil, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Put that protection on me, but it didn't do. I had enough room, but I'm just saying it could have been, how do I know it could have been a terrible omen? But yeah, I was driving down that road one night at 12 a.m. Doing it with you now, by myself in my truck. And I said, Lord, I wouldn't want to have no flat around here. Y'all, as soon as I said that, something hit the tire, the head hit the tire. And I remember coming down an elevation. And it was like this tunnel that went, whoa, 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 and I'm fighting with the steering wheel going down the hill. I said, damn it, I have a flat. I got a flat. Nobody around. I was concerned about 18-wheelers coming behind me as I had my blinkers, my emergency blinkers on, because there was nowhere to pull over because, like I said, next to me was like 50-foot drop elevation. There's nowhere to pull over. State of Alabama needs to be sued for that. No guardrails, no nothing. See, when people start suing the state, the right people, they'll fix that. Because a lot of people use that road, and that road, lots of people flip over. That road is dangerous. So some said, you will have to just go ahead and coast down the street on your rim. Honey, mama drove on her rim all the way. It was so funny. I saw a bunny rabbit glowing in the street. You see anything glowing in the street in Alabama, this a Jeepers Creepers place. Something bad finna happen to you. And Georgia got them too, because I seen a man standing on the side of the road in a pitch black dark over there in them rural areas too, to scare the shit out of us. Some people saw it, some people didn't, but anyway. So I get on down the hill, and then I park over to the side, and I go to calling everybody. Come and bring me some help. I always call. I have a, what you call it, kind of insurance. My car insurance, where I have a, what you call it, I have roadside service. I always get those, so they kept calling and stay on the phone with me. Are you in a safe place? Yes, I'm in a safe place. Stay in your car. Lock your doors. They were very, very, very concerned. You know, now you know they ain't concerned. That's just their protocol. But, you know, lock your doors and don't open your doors for nobody but the cops or this, that, and the other. And we'll have somebody out. And they kept on. Oh, okay. And they kept on. You ready to go in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me get this stuff rounded up. So yeah, I got a chance to do a long live stream this time with him. But I said I did a long live stream this time. Long one. Can you watch them?
You sure did.
Can you watch them dishes up right there? They glass. Yeah. So that'll give you something to do besides worrying me.
I'm ready to go.
So anyways, oh look what I made.
Oh, okay.
Made some vinegar for you.
Just leave that in there. You don't use it.
Hmm?
You don't use it?
They're glad for you, Rob.
You understand what's going on.
Man, I didn't even eat my catfish. I hope it don't go bad. But, hey, Mr. Whitman.
What?
Take this water with you. Put that in the cup. I got a good chicken right here. So, Mr. Whitman.
Huh? What?
I was telling them about how that Jeepers Creeper thing had hit my tire that night.
Yeah.
This thing thought I was gonna sit there so it can come and eat me.
You got too late driving.
You gotta talk loud so the head.
I said you got too late driving through that. That's what I was
Can you hold that? Hold that.
I'm gonna put it in the cup.
You honestly, do you believe that was a Jeepers Creeper?
Yeah. You gotta look over there.
So
You ever seen the movie? You ever seen that movie part 3?
no.
No, part 2.
What
When children was on that bus. Look, that's how it looked going through that area. But the only thing different, it was lights, but they were pitch black dark going through there where we was going.
See, this
And it
thing
looked just
is
like that.
black. Yes!
Yeah, it looked just like that going through.
That thing hit my tire. So it thought it was gonna eat mama. It said like dog meat. See, so some told me that was an entity. I said that's something that like to eat people. And there's no telling how many times it has hit tires. And then it flies down there and gets you out of there and eats you up. That stuff is real. Jeepers Creepers. watched that movie. But I was smart. I just kept driving. I said, I'm not going to pull over. I drove on a rim for at least 3 miles to the next amount of light they had. I drove myself down there where there was more like commercial establishments and people homes and stuff. I went on down there because I know it wasn't gonna fuck with me down there. They like to sit there in the woods and stuff like that, but honey, it's good. It can hit the tire right there in the spot. And the man told me, he said, man, whatever this was blew your tire to smithereens, and it was nothing but the spirits that held that rim up. Because the rim wasn't even damaged. I drove in my rim on down the street. He said, didn't no nail hit this. He said, something blowed that tire. Yeah, something that thought it was going to have dinner. So, we got to ride. I don't mind riding down there with Mr. Willie and my son. I ain't never riding through here no more by myself. I'd rather go the Montgomery way. Okay, y'all, let me let y'all go on. It has been really, really nice talking to y'all. Am I missing something? Oh, you know what? Cam. She asked, have I ever heard of the frog people? I think that's what my son saw. But you know, here they call it the swamp man. We have a dog man. We have a swamp man in the woods. And the dog man like to get the dogs. Like the dogs and this and stuff, they like to get the dogs and eat them. And then the swamp man, if you see him, that means you got a misfortune coming when the swamp man comes, yeah. So we call him the swamp man. I call him the creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, I've heard of them legends be true. Oh, your power within says, I just got on here and this is my first time and I missed everything. But I don't know why YouTube don't really be sending out these notifications, you know what I'm saying, to people. And I have a lot of people tell me that they keep getting unsubscribed. Like even Willie said that. He said, I subscribe to your channel, they just unsubscribe me. Y'all know why. They don't really get no views. They just don't. Whatever I'm talking about, they don't want nobody to have it. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna leave, okay? Can y'all please get this thumbs up for me? Can y'all give me the thumbs up? My grandson loves to do it. And he's good, so I'm gonna have to give him some Congos or something. Ain't that what y'all call them, Congos? I'm gonna have to give him a set. Y'all, that skirt popped all up, got me looking all plumped up here at the top. That's the skirt. I got a skirt on up under here, and that's a lot of pleats and all that in there. And once again, I had this on. I was asked, was I a Muslim? What else they asked me what I was. I'm always asked, am I an African? There was something else they asked me, was I don't know what, I can't remember. Every time I wear the skirt, they ask me that. I do not have the face of an African. My face looked like an American woman's face. It's very long. I have a high arch of my eyes from my regular eyes, and I have high cheekbones. This is not the face of a African-born woman. So this is what y'all seeing. Got me looking like I'm pregnant and all that, and an old lady pregnant, or an old lady with some type of liver issue. It's this. So this is what I got on right here. I just got asked this, What are you? Are you a Muslim? Oh, you can't even wear anything different without being asked these questions. I just like this skirt. I got this skirt from the thrift store. Long back, it still had the new tag on it. Had to have it. And it is not necessarily an African skirt. It's made of polyester. African things like this are made of cotton. Oh, thank you, Chastain. Okay, bye-bye, y'all. Please rate and subscribe. Bye.